I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking. Let's fly!
Let's ride! Revian, show no mercy! Take me up! Locked on! Take me up!
Time to go. Tell me what you see.
Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? I won't kill myself now, why? Oh, you got Mona, sorry about that. Sorry about that. You wanna vent here, right? Oh my. I didn't know you was like on 50-50 to be honest. Okay, thank you, bye bye. Take care, like, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's a gacha game, it happens, but yeah, it's so frustrating when you lose your 50-50. Just a second, let me mark that one. Yeah.
Giddy up!
Maybe one of the cutest like saurian in the game. Not gonna lie.
Let's hope you put up a good fight. Bring it on!
Hey Rahid, how are you doing? Is Arlequino? No, Rahid. Like, you know why is that? It's because you can use it. You still can use Arlequino with Escoffier. Let's say in Overworld, I would say that Escoffier will be just crazy. You know why? I mean, like, she has personal damage, and on top of that personal damage, she gives you Red Shred. But it depends on how many Hydro and Cryo characters you have on your team. So it's like 10, 15. Let me check that. Just a second. 10, 15. Oh yeah, right here. It's 5, 10, 15, and 55. So yeah, like let's say if you use let's say a team like Arlequino, right? Then you want to use Bennett, for example, right? Escoffier, for example, and let's say another Cryo, or like, yeah, for example, Rosa, for example, yeah, something like a double Cryo, double, or like citlali. Citlali is good. Then you will get only 10% Red Shred and Escoffier's personal damage. If you go 3 characters, then it's 15, but if you go 4 characters, I mean Cryo and Hydra only, then you can get 55, which is actually a huge buff, you know? Like, it's a huge difference between like 3 and 4 characters. That's why it's better to use her like only within Cryo Hydra characters. And also, don't forget about Skirk. Skirk is going to have kind of the same restriction, you know? So because of that, it's better to use Escoffier only with, like, let's say like that. If you play within domains, like, or like in Overworld, you can use any team you want. You actually can get pretty good damage. You know why? But just keep that in mind, Escoffier is a single target. She's not like citlali, but you can use citlali and Escoffier on say team. Because citlali gives you pyro resistance, right? But Escoffier doesn't give you pyro, you can get only melt. But Escoffier can give you additional cryo application, you know? So yeah, like, it's like that. She still will be pretty fun to play. Extremely fun to play, I would say. You know why? Because, like, yeah, I don't know, guys, she has that, like, cooking mech or something, like, yeah, that gizmo, you know, she plays on a field. And if you only tap it, it's just like, yeah, you cast it, and it deals damage. If you hold it, though, it absorbs like other energy, like for example, Furina Saloon members' energy. I don't know, Yao Yao's maybe, like Yao Yao. I don't know, not Yao Yao, maybe like, and that mech absorb energy and gives you some, like, yeah, cook something to you, you know. And by the way, this. Looks like this possibility will be like, looks like you can do that in Spiral Abyss. Just imagine, like between fights you can get some 5-star, like, yeah, like some 5-star, I don't know, something cake or something. Sounds crazy. Hey Sina, how are you doing? 43 pulls save for Kinich, and I am pulling rest on Chronicle on Color. And I'm pulling rest on. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. You know why? I mean, like, guys, like, let's say this Chronicle Wish actually. Oh, by the way, Chronicle Wish, sign up. Chronicle Wish looks like will be available on the second phase. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, it's not going to be on a first phase. So you just like you actually can get more than 43, because within first phase you can get about 30-35 wishes. And first phase is going to be Escoffier and Navia. So Kinich on the second phase, and Chronicle Wish on the second phase as well. What if we lose on Chronicle banner? What we can get? Oh, you can boss on second phase. Yeah, on second phase. If I'm not mistaken, on the second phase, I will like yeah, as I know, yes, on the second phase. But because they usually don't. Just a second, let me check it real quick. Just a second. If I'm not mistaken, it's second phase. Kinich banner, Chronicle Wish banner, Inazuma banner, just a second. It's second phase. Oh yeah, phase 2. So yeah, the event banner have also been announced. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So yeah, I'm saving 5 pools for Escoffier and like often talk. Yeah, let me just say. So yeah, the event banners have also been announced, and version 5.6 will have a new Chronicle Wish during phase 2 banners. So yeah, you like we are going to get that banner Chronicle Wish on the second phase. So you actually can save a lot. And actually, it's actually not a bad idea. You know why? I mean, like if you win Escoffier, but just keep that in mind. Escoffier will be a pretty powerful character. So yeah, let's say if you win like Kazuha or like other characters or as the characters you want, then yes, I would suggest you to spend rest of the primogems on Escoffier. You know why? She's actually really going to be extremely 5 pools. Oh, what's happened, Sino? They should have increased drop rate for Inazuma 4 stars. Oh, about 4 stars, I don't know. Usually 4 stars sign like Rohit, it's kind of like ordinary 4 stars. It's not something special. Because within Chronicle Wish banner, we don't have any preferences. I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of like whatever. It's super random, you know? I want to try this team on the second half. Looks like it might be okay. Because like I now have access to my Constellation 6 Bennett. So your rotation is usually like something like that. You use like first Rosa, then Bennett, then like Furina, and only Chasca is the DPS. And first one is going to be like, yeah, Overload. I don't have pools left for Escoffier. I need 2 5-star. Okay, like I just saying Kazuha and Kinich. Yeah, I wish you best of luck. Let's say like that. Kazuha, Kinich is a great character. Not gonna lie, he is like what I still maybe wouldn't suggest you to go for Kazuha. Believe me or not, just skip and go for Escoffier. You know why? Because like, yes, that Chronicle Wish banner great for new players, because even if you lose, you can get one of the crazy characters they have like within the banner. It's 8 different characters. But again, I mean, like, yeah, I still would suggest you to go for Escoffier. You know why? Escoffier going to be so crazy for cryo characters, especially for Skirk, for Columbina, for future characters, maybe for Capitano. Yeah, because it's kind of like, you know, like that Escoffier will kind of like resurrect all of the cryos we have at the moment. Just imagine. So yeah, it doesn't matter like let's say Ayaka with the Skirk's personal damage, I assume she's not going to be something crazy without Escoffier, you know? Maybe with Escoffier she can surpass Kazuha or Kazuha Arlecchino, maybe, just maybe, but I don't believe in that because melt is melt. Sino gambling on? No, I don't. Kazuha will be amazing in my Raiden team. No, I mean like you can use Kazuha on Raiden team, but why you would use? Actually, for that, I wouldn't say. Usually, you don't use Kazuha on Raiden team, DPS Raiden team. I mean national team. You know. Yes, you can use Raiden on like, yeah, maybe some. But yeah, Overload team you cannot. You can't use Kazuha anyway. You can use maybe Electro Charge team, like Taser teams. Yes, Kazuha you can use. It's usually like double Electro, Cryo, Hydro, or like a double Hydro Electro with Swirl. But mostly this Swirl from like, it's better to use not Kazuha, but Sucrose. Sucrose is better in this case. I mean, like, yeah, using Kazuha within Raiden is not a great idea, actually. You know, you can use National Raiden, which is actually better. You can Overload Raiden, which is actually good. But national, like, yeah, Kazuha, yes, maybe you can. I remember when I lose on Chichi on Kazuha banner, I'm not backing out this. Oh, okay. Like, if you want that character, why not? Escoffier is A lifesaver for freeze. Yeah. By the way, not only for freeze team, like Rohit. Escoffier is saver for cryo and hydro. Looks like Escoffier is saver for some cryo, and for most of the DPS cryo and for some hydro characters. Her kit is actually pretty good, not gonna lie. But still, that like healing, not so great. We discussed that a couple days ago, you know, healing is kinda mid, you know, like maybe a little bit better than Chivalrous provides, but yeah, not something special. Let's say like that. In my opinion, Yao Yao heals better. As I know by numbers, Yao Yao heals better. But Yao Yao is kinda like dedicated healer, you know, Escoffier is not a healer like that, but to enable Furina, you need some healing, so yeah, building Escoffier is going to be not so easy. Hey Icy, how are you doing? I do usually Raiden. That's true, like Sino, like that's true, like that's why it's like using Kazuha with Raiden. I would say it's not a. You can though, but yeah, you can only use Kazuha when you want to use Taser Raiden, which is actually, you know, like Taser Raiden is not so great. You can use because you know what's the problem with Raiden in this case? Yeah, she gets infusion for. Yes, you can use her skill, but maybe yes, you can. So yeah, I want to try this team, which is like first half is like Arlekinos overloaded with her signature, no Chevreuse Constellation 6. Second one is Chasca. So yeah, just give it a try, why not? But mostly Hydro or Cryo cards get healing features too. I mean, like we have a lot of Cryo and Hydro healers. I mean, not a lot of, but yes, we have some. I mean, let's say healing abilities, yes, you can say that, but you know, like what's the problem? I mean, like you cannot use any of them with like you cannot any character with Escoffier, because you know why? Let's say the team is going well according to the paper at the moment, like the best team is going to be like the core team is going to be Escoffier, it's going to be Furina and Yelan, and you add cryo DPS like Risley, maybe Ayaka is not bad. You can use Rosa, you can use Chonyun is a bit, you can use Skirk in the future, you know, like something you can use, maybe like replace Yelan with another cryo but add new wallet, for example, or let's say Ayato, for example, you know, like something like that. So yeah, the point is like that
Staring
core
into my eyes is ill-advised.
so yeah, it's
I can't
dedicated,
promise
you know,
you'll like what you see.
mostly higher. Only Furina, New Wallet, and Risley though. Escoffier 60 energy, if I'm not mistaken, yes, let me check that. I mean, it's a cost, though it's not like something, but yeah. Just a second, energy. Yeah, 60 energy cost. Except those two don't have healing. Yeah, like not so many like healing. Actually, yes, that's true. Like yeah, we have some healer ability, but yeah, you cannot use. You know what's the problem? Even though they have like healing abilities, you cannot use any of them. I mean, like you cannot use Shinchu to enable Furina's like fanfare stacks. You can though. But you need some like additional healing is okay, because like on top of that what Escoffier provides, additional healing is actually cool. Also, as you know guys, Furina is also a healer, even if she on her saloon member state, she heals a little bit, which is actually might be helpful for Escoffier and any other healer you have on your team. So yeah, like I'd say like yeah, that Escoffier will be okay, normal. Hey Dreamers, how are you doing? Hey Lau, how are you doing? Yeah, Escoffier announced thumbnail, yes, that like this picture is actually cool with her signature, not gonna lie. I have like decided between, yeah, she looks cool. About the weapon guys, well, yes, we discussed that, you no need to go for that weapon. But that weapon is going to be great on her especially, but you can use this on other characters as we discussed yesterday. It's Yao, not a bad. Chevrus, if you want to use DPS Chevrus. And also Chevrus in this case can give you additional attack, which is actually cool. Not a bad weapon, but you know, like, it's a weapon. So it's up to you guys. Like, it's a little bit difficult to say, like, you need to go. Like, Escoffier, yes, but weapon, I'm so happy. I just got Mizuki on. Oh, for real, congrats. But yeah, you know, like you got Mizuki from like a standard banner, right? So you lose your. Oh yeah, if it's standard banner, congrats. That's crazy because I want that Mizuki so bad. Not gonna lie. So yeah, let me start this one first.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Justice will prevail! Start the clock! Overruled by royal decree! Final warning!
Well, I mean the next event. Oh, what? What about new event? Oh, new event bow. Yes, new event bow actually. It's a HP event bow, as you know, like it's HP second passive or said like stat like, you know, like I don't know actually, like it might be useful on Sigewinne if I'm not mistaken. You can use on Yelan if you have enough energy recharge and you can kind of like do some like, you know, like get a good energy recharge and you need some HP. So only HP scalers, I would say. You know, Sigewinne is okay on that weapon because we don't have so many HP. Just a second, let me check. Let me check subs with HP. Oh no, we have couple. We have 3-star, but yeah, like 4-star is the only one with HP. So yeah, I would say it's Sigewinne, something like that. When an attack hits an opponent, deal AoE with the 40 of max HP. So yeah, it might be useful for Yelan, for Sigewinne. It's not a bad weapon if you need some HP, you know. But other than that, kind of mid weapon, to be honest. I mean, I personally wouldn't suggest you to use that weapon on Yelan. It's better to use like Favonius weapon because yeah, like that energy and the way like how she works, it's better to use on like only on like only Favonius one. On Sigewinne, Sigewinne is a healer. She scales on HP. If you don't have enough HP, you can use that weapon. It's actually not a bad idea. But what it gives, attack gives or something? Just a second. Deals, oh yeah, it's AoE damage equal to 4% of it. Yeah, Sigewinne is okay with that weapon. You can use it because Sigewinne's, like, let's say, signature weapon also HP weapon, you know. But this one is the first 4-star HP weapon we have, so it's actually cool, not bad. Why not? Because back then we use recurve bow, which is actually only one with HP. Alright, so yeah.
Behold the abyss.
Everybody stand up! Showering with punishment! Let's run! Bullseye! Locked on! Yeah!
Of grace. In the name of
Going
truth.
Adventure!
The power.
Lights out!
The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, let's light it up!
Hear ye, doer is judgment unto you.
You can't run! getting interesting. Everybody stand! Shiver!
Let me start the game. You need to finish him like... You need to finish him like, yeah, I messed up a little bit. Oh, like healing. What's that? Something wrong with the chat. What about Prospector's real polar and vortex underscore what? Which one? Just a second, let me check it. But you know, like Prospector drill on Escoffier, just a second. When a wielder is healed or heals other, they will gain a unity symbol is like for swords up to like maximum 3 symbols. When using their elemental skill or burst, all symbols will be for each symbol is gained. Oh, actually it's not a bad weapon. Yeah, that's actually a cool weapon, I would say, you know? The struggle of it can be triggered, like, you know what's the problem with that weapon? The only problem with it, it's not a bad passive actually. It's craftable one, it's not a bad passive. You know what's the problem with that? If you have enough energy recharge, then yes. If you don't have enough energy recharge or your teammate doesn't use, like, don't use any Favonius weapon, it might be a bad idea. You know why? Because yeah. But still, not bad weapon, not a bad weapon. Because yeah, symbol consumed, gain 3% attack and 7% all elemental damage bonus. And actually, if you refine it, you can get more, right? Yes, you can get 7% attack and 13% elemental damage bonus. I mean, yes, you can. It's not a bad weapon. 7% attack and like 30%, and what's the max stat? 565, 27. Yes, you can use it. It's not a bad weapon actually, yes. Way substat, energy. And it's craftable one. Just a second, let me check it real quick. It's craftable one. Oh no, it's not. Just a second, let me check it.
Take me up! Yeah.
Oh no, it's not craftable. That's a premium weapon, right? Or we have that. Oh no, wait, just a second. It's a premium weapon. Or we have one copy. Oh no, that's a premium weapon. I mean, yes, you can use it, but that's premium weapon. I mean, like, yeah, it's not free to play completely, but yeah, you can use it though. Yes, you can use it. But it's not free to play, if I'm not mistaken. It's premium one. So you need to wish it for it, and like, you know, like at this point, I would say yes, only 3% like attack buff and 7%. I would say no. You know why? Because yes, elemental damage bonus is crazy stuff. We'll see. Hey Tanuki, hey. Welcome back. I think I will farm Primos for Skirk now. Yes, I mean, I would suggest you to do that. Go for Escoffier, Tanuki, or like, yeah, by the way guys, like Tanuki unfortunately lost 50-50 on like for Venti and got for Mona. Just yes, just keep that Mona, no need to be like, it's just a game, it's just a gacha game. But yes, save for Skirk or Escoffier. So yeah, no need to be so frustrated. Next one is guaranteed for you, right? I would suggest you to not spend your primogems on Chronicle Wish, because you know why? Despite, like, even though that banner is good, crazy, like, you like, yeah, no need to spend. So yeah, just like, yeah, just wait for Skirk, and she is guaranteed. Someone ranking weapon for Escoffier 4-star. He mentioned catch, Desmatch, Favonius lens, and new polearm. Oh, it's like a tier list for that weapons. Let me check that. So yeah, first is catch. It's actually catch is bad. You know what's the problem? Like, we discussed that. Okay, let me discuss again. Let me say that. Like, it's like, I don't know who did that, but still. What's the problem with the catch, and what's the problem with like you always can use Blizzard set on that character. So because of that, catch what? Elemental burst damage by 32% and elemental burst crit rate. Actually, you can immediately like ignore this weapon. It's a bad weapon for Escoffier. Why? Because most of her damage comes out of her skill, not burst. So it's bad. It's like completely like catch is bad. About this one is good. The only problem is it's give a ton of crit rate. Escoffier, like when you level her up, she gets Ascension 19 points too, plus 5, and plus if you use double cryo, if you freeze the enemy, then 15 additional. It means in general 25 plus 50, 24 plus 15, 39.2. Like immediately without any substats. You know? So even if you get some like crit rate out of the artifacts, let's say for like 5 from each, for example, right? You will be like already enough with crit rate and can use like crit. That's why her weapon is crit damage. Maybe not because of that, but still. The point is like, yeah, even if you use Blizzard set, you get 40 additional crit rate. So yeah, like that's why this weapon is bad. That's why I would say this weapon is good, because it's high base attack and also give a little bit like crit rate, which might be helpful. Or you can use like Favonius one, because it's like it's the highest base attack among like 4-star weapons, if you ask me. You can use this one, which is Blackleaf Pole. So yeah, like it's like that. I wouldn't say that like, oh, this catch is completely like, it's not for her. Just like it's not made for her. Like main source of her damage is skill, not burst. This one is good for only burst damages. You also can use this one. So it's not a bad weapon at all, because it also gives you some attack. Attack is increased by 24% after using elemental, like after do elemental reaction. And she definitely will do something because she's cryo and she like use that cooking mech to do some damage. So yeah, like we have pretty good amount of options. I don't have all of the weapons to say, but yeah, among all the weapons I have, this one I maybe will use like either this one or maybe Favonius. We'll see. I have like third Favonius if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's not leveled up, but yeah, maybe I will level up another one. Or like Staphahoma, which is not a bad weapon, because it's provide pretty good buffs for Escoffier. Her signature weapon is number 1, that's obvious, because yeah, signature weapon gives you and your teammates like pretty good amount of attack buff.
Let's fly.
And he had Blackleaf Pole, 2 vertex like on Escoffier. Yeah, like you can use Blackleaf, but yeah, catch is not actually a catch is like a maybe yes, but yeah, you know, like let's say like according to the like on paper, like her main source of damage is skill, so because of that using catch is bad. Maybe because of energy recharge, but in this case Favonius is better. Favonius is way better, because you want to build Escoffier as a crit rate crit damage character, so you will be kind of you should be okay with crit rate, like at least 65 something, you know.
Wings of darkness, come! You asked for it! Stronger! On!
Hey Kakarot, how are you doing?
You can't run!
The abyss.
Teamwork is true punishment! Let's light it up!
Hear the
Again! Bullseye! Yeah.
by holy proclamation.
We everybody stand judgment!
The power of revelation.
Let's light it up!
The truth shall set you
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Oh my god, let me try it again. I messed up with that dodging. Primordial one, bless Favonius lands. What? Primordial. Yeah, like Dimmers, we discussed like all the weapons. I mean, I don't know, like we just discussed this weapon like don't get me wrong, we discussed the weapons like 3 streams in a row. Like you can use, like literally you can use any weapon. Some of the weapons are not so great. If you don't like if you consider to go for her signature, I wouldn't suggest you. You know why? Because like yeah, it's cost you some primogems, which is actually and increase some like attack like 32 for 3 seconds. If you check the passive, just a second, if you check the passive of that weapon, it's actually increased for 3 seconds. You know what's the problem is? Like just let me say, like yeah, you can use that weapon on Chevrus, but it also has a catch, because it says increasing their attack by 32% for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered even if, like, so yeah, you need to attack the enemy with a skill to increase that attack for 3 seconds. For right? In case of Chevrus, she cannot do that every 3 seconds, but Yao Yao can. So like kind of controversial, you know, like, but this weapon is great for like definitely great for Escoffier. I still wouldn't suggest you to go for that weapon. Other than her signature weapon, we have like this weapon, which is like Skyward, or you can use it. It's actually not a bad option at all, because it gives you like a pretty high amount of base attack, it gives you energy recharge, she needs energy recharge, and also it gives you some like Skyward Spine. It gives you some crit rate, like a little bit, you know? And let's say on other characters this weapon is not so useful. Yes, you can use on Raiden, but if you have catch is better. So it's like that. Disappointing weapon, see dev notes. What? Am I the only? No, like yeah, not like dev notes. You know, like Kakarot, like developers or like always not so great like when it comes to upgrade and do some changes actually. But in general, upgrades were kind of okay, kind of like, you know, I would say like hoyoverse style upgrades.
Justice will prevail! Stop right! Control breathing! Start the clock!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
I summon thee!
Transfixed.
No rest for
You asked for it! Drop your weapon! Quick as a flash! On! My royal final warning!
Yeah, I didn't use my Chevrus. Yes, Vortex, you mentioned like, yeah, like, you know why is that? Like, Dreamers, don't get me wrong. You just like, you can use any weapon. The problem is you need to build your Escoffier, like you need her to be balanced. And that's a problem. You need attack, because if you're going to use with, let's say like that, you need attack to get some healing, you need energy recharge to use that burst, which is heals you every rotation, and at the same time you need some crit rate, crit damage to do some like damage. That's why she's actually pretty difficult to build. She's not so easy to build. She's not like xilonen when you just like, yeah, put all of the defense and you're ready to go, like with energy recharge, of course. She's not like even like Emily. Emily is way more easy to build than Escoffier, because Emily needs ordinary DPS build, you know, like, yeah, with attack, damage goblet, and crit rate, crit damage. That's it, you know. Like Furina, like she's kind of like, you know, like I don't want to say like Furina, she's actually a little bit difficult to build even if you compare with Furina, if you ask me, because you know, if you are low on energy recharge, you cannot use that burst. If you're low on attack and you can use burst, you cannot heal enough to get fanfare stack. So Furina in this case might be not so useful in any case. Like, yeah, she definitely will give you something. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, like the point is like choosing the weapon, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit difficult for her. That's why I think that's why they give that weapon like ton of attack. When she uses her signature weapon, she gets up to 56% of attack. It means you actually can use energy recharge. Let me leave that. Let me leave and show you what I mean. Doesn't it increase attack every time you heal the character? Yes, like yes, that's true. Signature, I mean, yes, that's true. Every time you heal. Oh yes, that Chevruz also can use it. That's true. So yeah, let me just let me say like Dreamers. It's like that. That's why that weapon gives you so much attack. In this case, you can actually use energy recharge sands, right? Because attack sands gives you 46.6, right? Just a second, let me just... 46.6. That weapon gives you up to 50... how much? 12, and 36. It's 52 or something, like... just a second, let me check it. Hey Rat, how are you doing? Discover weapon passive works when like you use of field state, give like 20% heal, 32. And yeah, that's true. Just a second, let me read it. So yeah, attack is increased by 12. When the equipping characters of field, attack is increased by additional 12. It's 24. Plus, on top of that, it's 32. It means it gives you 56% of attack. So yeah, it means it's going to be better than that sand, so you can actually potentially use energy recharge. Energy recharge gives you, you know, that's a problem. That's why her signature weapon, like with her signature weapon, she's actually balanced. You get like 50% energy recharge, and the build is going to be like that. Energy recharge, attack, and crit rate, crit damage, you know? So yeah, that weapon is great for her. Because of that, using any other weapons like would be not so great. You know why? It's better to use the weapon with a like high base attack, which is actually, this one is good. So yeah, Skyward. Or you can use Tafahoma, because it also gives you some, you know. In this case, you maybe can use energy recharge sands to get some energy. You need some energy recharge, unfortunately, because you know, without energy recharge, you cannot use that burst, and you cannot heal and get Furina's fanfare stacks. It's still initial thoughts, but yeah. Just drop Castorize early today, unguaranteed though, like, and I can't wait for a Escoffier. Yes, me too, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dreamers. From what I heard, Escoffier is such a meta change. Then I can become competitive. No, I don't, like, yeah, I heard about that, but yeah, Rat, you know, Rat, you like Ayaka a lot, but I don't think that like Ayaka, like, is going to be at the same level as Arlecchino. You know why? Because like Melt is like actually huge damage. We'll see though, we'll see. Definitely Ayaka will be way more powerful than she is at the moment. Maybe Skirk is going to be at the same level, but even Skirk, I doubt about Skirk. You know why? Because Arlecchino is actually crazy. We have Mavuika, like, yes, and Arlecchino have, like, she has access to Melt. So yeah, multipliers is just crazy. Do we know what weapons type is Skirk gonna? Yes, she's going to be sword character. Ayaka should be able to do like 1k DPS with a similar investment to Arlecchina on free-to-play weapons. You know, like maybe yes, maybe not. Because it's still like, you know what's the point is? Ayaka in this case will get access to Furina with Escoffier, that's true. Alongside that, you can use Yelan. And that team DPS might be actually, yes, pretty great, not gonna lie. About the 100k and like the Arlecchino's level, I still doubt, you know why? Because Arlecchino has access to like so many buffs, which is Chevreuse Constellation 6 if you have, which is Bennett, which is you can use Iansan, you have like a lot of stuff. You can use Citlali, which is Reshret and Cinder City. So yeah, we'll see, I mean, would be nice to get Ayaka at least playable. But still, maybe. And Ayaka energy requirements would become like, yeah, like definitely. But it's not because of like, yeah, it's because of double Hydra. About 131 to 120, I don't believe in that. Yes, 130, 135, something like that, yes. Because actually she needs some energy. In Melt, Arlecchino deals with like Citlali doesn't think she's can't did that one. Yeah, I think the same, but yeah, like, you know, like, oh, and I was talking about Ayaka, Shenhe, Escoffier, Furin. Yeah, it doesn't matter so much, right? You know why? Even if you use Shenhe, like Shenhe, I still don't think like she can compete Arlecchino. Yes, like it's kind of impossible. Yes, about 100k, yes, maybe, like with charge or normal attacks, but yeah. But I don't think like she's going to be so crazy. I mean, yes, Arlecchino is just insanely crazy character. Finally, that weapon has a good use. You mean like which one? Sword? Decent like weapon, which Citlali should be, right? Which one? Sword? So, recent event weapon? Oh, you mean like under the shield? You know, Kakarot, yes and no. It depends. You know why? Because in this case, you mean like this weapon, if I'm not mistaken. You mean that this event weapon? It's not a bad weapon for Skirk because she needs attack. The problem is you need some shielder. So yeah, you can get these buffs only under the shield. And also this weapon is only increase your normal and charge attacks, but Skirk is going to be not only normal attack dealer, damage dealer, but burst damage dealer as well. She is going to be like kinda combination of Arlecchino and Mavuika, because her burst also deals some damage. In Melt, Arlecchino, just yes, Demons. Like in Melt, actually, yes. I don't believe that like Skirk, Escoffier, Ayaka will just immediately like surpass Arlecchino. It's impossible. I don't even believe that Skirk will surpass Arlecchino. If you ask me, guys, you know why? Because Arlecchino is actually incredibly crazy character, just insanely crazy character. You know? Yes, maybe with Furina, with well balanced and well balanced Escoffier and Yelan, yes, she can do pretty good damage, but yeah, we need to wait a little bit for that. About Ayaka, I completely, yes, I don't believe that. Yeah, she definitely will do way better than she does now, but not like Arlecchino. Escoffier damage, from what I heard too, is like plenty. Yeah, that's true, like that's the point, like the team DPS is going to be good. But Ayaka's personal damage is not going to be so good. Team DPS, but that team DPS is not going to be good because of Ayaka, because of Escoffier. Furina is going to be get like pretty good damage, you know. It's like Escoffier off field, Furina's off field. If you are going to use Yelan, it's additional damage, not for all of them, but for your main DPS. So yeah, you can use Sigewinne, by the way. If you're going to use Sigewinne looks not a bad option, because Sigewinne can increase Escoffier's and Furina's Saloon members' damage, skill damage, as you know, when they are off field. So in this case, Sigewinne actually might be, you know, if you ask me, I see Sigewinne better than Yelan. Because Sigewinne can increase according, like, yeah, she scales on HP and gives you up to 80% damage bonus for off-field Furina and off-field Escoffier, if you ask me. That's why maybe we will get that event weapon, which is HP weapon. That HP weapon might be good if you don't have signature weapon for Sigewinne. So yeah, and maybe we will see Sigewin in a couple patches, by the way. I mean Sigewin rerun. Shenhe is 20% damage boost for Ayaka and Escoffier, I'm pretty sure. Yes, 20%, you know, like 20% damage boost, it's not like, even not a half of Cinder City, you know? So yeah, I would say it's kind of okay, but yeah, that's why I ask. It should be good with citlali. Yes, Kakarot, exactly, with citlali. But you know what's the problem is with citlali? Well, with citlali you can use Cinder City, that's true. But the point is, let's say it's a team like that. You're going to use Furina, citlali, Escoffier, and like Ayaka. Yes, it's possible. Or Skirk. Yes, it's possible because like, yeah, like Furina's application is more than enough to freeze or like do some hydro damage. But I think Skirk is going to be a level of Arlecchino or more than her. Oh yeah, maybe like Dreamers, like it's still like, you know, like let's say according to the numbers, with maybe with Escoffier, yes. Without Escoffier, I don't believe that, but we'll see. I'm talking that Escoffier Ayaka will surpass Arlecchino. I'm talking that they are pretty comparable. No, like you can become competitive with Arlecchino. Like comparable maybe, but not surpass, definitely. Comparable, yes, like I actually know, like if you ask me comparable with Ayaka, I don't believe in that. You know why? Right. Let's say Arlecchino is actually extremely powerful character. Like, yeah, like you know, like when you get that infusion like lasts for a longer period of time. You need to use Ayaka again and again, like yes, to gain that infusion. She gets for 5 seconds. So yeah, when you switch, she loses that infusion, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe yes. Yeah, I a little bit like, yeah, it's difficult to answer at the moment, to be honest. I think Escoffier might be good for Risley, right? For Risley, kind of like okay, but not completely okay. You know what's the problem with Risley? Ayaka actually is not bad when it comes to energy. With Risley, it might be a problem with energy. That's it. Because yeah, because with Ayaka actually you can switch. You can use burst, that's for example, and switch to another character and do something, right? With Risley, it's impossible. When you use burst, you need to keep that Risley on field. So yeah, kind of like it's about like, yeah, you know, like yeah, but that's why maybe energy will be a little bit problem with Risley. New child best team with Escoffier. Oh, nuke team. I mean, you know, like maybe, but in this case, I would suggest you to use maybe with citlali. If you mean nuke team, yes, possible. Nuke team possible with like, because like it's Hydro plus Cinder City plus Child and maybe Furina, because like Escoffier can heal. So yeah, it's possible actually. It's possible. I forgot about the Escoffier plunge. Oh, come on, like rat. Come on. Oh, by the way, have you seen my video? I did like 340k plunge with yeah, like I did that video again, like about like plunging Arlecchino and Bennett Constellation 6. So yeah, 340k. That's crazy actually. About plunging, come on, just forget about. Yes, you can maybe. But keep that in mind. If I'm not mistaken, she doesn't get any infusion. So you need to use Chon Yun, just keep that in mind, because after you, like, if I'm not mistaken, Escoffier, after using her skill or burst, anything of that, she doesn't get any fusion. So you need to use definitely like maybe Chon Yun or maybe Bennett Constellation 6, something like that. Yeah, you know, guys, Rat, like, kind of like a little bit crazy about plunging, but yeah, it's let's say Arlecchino works just incredibly well. Yeah, as a wheelchair, sure. Wheelchair, yeah, maybe. It's like adding Mavuika, Beni, Citlali, and adding any characters to make is their best team. Which isn't exactly the best team, but like a more like, yeah, maybe. Ayaka doesn't need Constellation 1. She is good at Constellation. I think like Risley needs. Oh, Dreamers, about that, I don't know about Constellations so much, to be honest, not gonna lie. I just usually don't go for Constellations. Yes, maybe. I'll be going for at least Escoffier and Ayaka Constellation too. I mean, like, yeah, you like Ayaka a lot, so yeah, why not? If you like Ayaka, go for her constellations. I still like, you know, my take on constellations, you know, what I think about constellation. I never go for constellation. So yeah, I definitely will not go for constellation. But yes, we have characters, which is, yeah, it's still up to you. We have some characters which actually, yes, it's not a bad option with constellations, and one of the best one is like it's Furina, as you know. Furina just like crazy with constellation too. Constellation, like, you know that if you ask me, I don't think even with constellation 2 she can surpass. She is not going to be comparable with Arlecchino, if you ask me, because Arlecchino has she has an access to vape, and to melt. A melt multiplier is just crazy. She has access to like so many buffs you can use, you know. So it's still me. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see though. We'll see. I mean, like, I don't want to. I'm not hating about Ayaka. Don't get me wrong. But you know, like the numbers is on the paper. You just like, yeah, you need to be more obvious, I would say. I know you like Ayakas, but yeah. Mavuika plunge goes crazy. Yeah, come on, Mavuika. I saw a video, right? Constellation 2 Arlecchino is Abyss will be too easy. Like, I'm shocked. Like, oh, actually no, right. If you mean like with the Escoffier set or something like that, Hoyo can always add some like you know, like some like bad enemies. And yeah, like, it's not means like, by the way, guys, like, you know what's the problem with Escoffier and Skirk? We discussed that on stream. The problem is they are super limited. They are super restricted characters. So let's say if you even if you compare Ayaka, for example, Ayaka can be played in melt teams as well, reverse melt, but you can use it. Or like in case of Escoffier or Skirk, you cannot use them. So yeah, it's only cryo damage, and like, yeah, like, let's say, and rest red for hydro damage. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, Escoffier is not going to be something like which change like the game entirely. No, she definitely will change cryo. That's true. What I would say change the game, it's that dendro cryo reaction. By the way, guys, if we will get that dendro cryo reaction, in this case, I assume that Skirk can surpass Arlecchino, but only with that update. Without that update, I would say Skirk is going to be a little bit, not a little bit, but like in damage, lower than Arlecchino. Ayaka, just like, I don't want to say about Ayaka, because, you know, like, Ayaka is, yeah, like, you can do 100k damage, but the problem is, you can do the same damage with Shenhe. You don't need, like, Escoffier for that, yeah, right? With a great build, you can do the same. I don't know about constellations, but I heard a couple videos about that. Looks like they are delaying it for the end patch. Which one? So the new end game and the reaction isn't gonna be, no, next patch. Yes, it's going to Kakarot about the like that dendro cryo reaction. Yes, it's going to be like next patch most likely, because they will implement that dendro cryo reaction to the Imaginarium City first. Next one, if I'm not mistaken. And after that, yeah, they will do like collect some data, you know, like, yeah, do analyzing, etc., something like that. And after that, decide, because that changes actually. This like dendro cryo definitely will change cryo, electro, and dendro. By the way, you know why? Because like that Thorn, Frost Thorn, which is appeared like a state, will increase, like, yeah, not only cryo damage and dendro damage, also will decrease electro resistance by 30%, something like that. Yeah, it's still like leaked data. Maybe they will do some adjustment, but definitely will increase some like elements damage. It's the same thing happened with dendro, if you remember, when they when they like just like implemented dendro to the game. So many like valuable and like mostly used teams, just like, it's like they just like, yeah, dendro just like surpassed all of them. We got burning, we got like dendro hyper bloom, you know, like, yeah, that damage was just crazy. What about freeze, meta, a vortex, and 6? Oh, I don't know about that. You know why? Like dreamers, like it's a little bit difficult to say about like freeze meta, because like just keep that in mind. Pyro is like as an element powerful than cryo, but it's for obvious reason. Because yeah, like not because we have like crazy characters, etc., something like that. We don't have cryo Bennett, right? Bennett is crazy. We like we recently got like kind of like Electro Bennett, which is Iansan. Yes, Iansan with Constellation 6 is just crazy. But still, like, the point is, we need some more characters. And I don't think that Escoffier will just destroy the game balance so bad. You know why? Because it's only for Cryo, not for all elements. And also, you need to play only Cryo and Hydra. Also, I hate that the new endgame concept. Endgame, you mean like that new Spila base with like 3 chambers and like 6 floors? Actually, it's going to be challenging and pretty cool, if you ask me. Oh, no energy as well. Yeah, that's true. Like, by the way, guys, as you remember, like, they will give us new Spila base, kind of like new Spila base with 6 floors and like 3 chambers and no energy. By the way, you cannot get that
Staring
energy
into
immediately.
my eyes is ill-advised.
But you know what?
promise
It's
you'll like
actually
what
cool
you
for some characters. Let's say like Skirk will benefit from that. Just keep that in mind. Skirk with no energy can like pretty unleash extremely great power. When it comes to Mavuika, you actually can use. Mavuika doesn't need that energy, but yeah, she kinda needs some to do burst. When it comes to Verisa, by the way, Verisa also doesn't need that energy. So we at the moment have pretty good characters who can like actually benefit from that no energy option, you know. I really hope they change it. I don't think so, Kakarot, but maybe. What's the new endgame concept? Oh, you mean like, that's new, like, in the new endgame, like, have like 6 floor and 3 phases and no, that's true. So yeah, no energy. Can you change it? No, you can't. You just get the... That's a problem. That's the point. You know what's the guys? So that's why. I mean, like, if you think that old characters will be immediately meta, I don't think so. They will just add some sneaky changes to the game, which can actually force you to go for a new characters. At the moment, we have Verisa. She doesn't need energy at all. We will get Skirk. She doesn't need energy. You can consider... kinda Chasca, she doesn't energy. Like all natlan characters can actually be played without energy at all. Like Kinich doesn't need energy.
What could the children be up
Mavuika
to?
actually does need energy, to be honest, because but Verisa
Let them do
doesn't.
as they
Kinich
please.
doesn't need energy. Like let's say you can use mualani. You can use chasca. So we have characters who doesn't need energy at the moment. Skirk by the way, she's also doesn't need energy. She can benefit from like no energy. And they give 60 after completing it. I didn't know that 600 primogems. Oh, actually, it's not. Oh, it's
Something you wish to
kind of like
report?
100 from
Go.
each floor.
You have my undivided attention.
Okay, it's fine, I would say. Just read like that event. It's huge amount of me based on like that I can only do achievements. That's okay. Yeah, you know why, right? Like it happens. Like I feel you guys, because you know why, guys. It's like, let's say like that. That's why I keep that map. That's why I don't actually like spend like this map is 38 and I was like 40-ish something. So I still like have something to do. Notice how you only mention the new natlan character somehow. Me, like Kakarot. It's a stupid concept. Oh yeah, Kakarot, you know, like Kakarot, if you ask me, I don't think so. Because it's kinda like management and they force you to go for a new characters. That's actually obvious and normal if you ask me. Because you know why? I mean, like you cannot play like developers or like developer company, etc., something like that. They don't want you to play the same characters. It's actually impossible. But the aging, I mean the time you can use the characters in Genshin Impact, it's way more longer if you compare with other characters. Even if you compare Wuthering Waves. If you compare with Wuthering Waves, Jinshi at the moment is not so useful, even though we have only first anniversary. You know, like Phoebe in this case way more better. We now are going to get Zani, and Zani will get like good synergy with Phoebe. You know, so yeah, the point is Genshin Impact still can be like in Genshin you can use 4-star characters, which just imagine like official. It's kind of like the official was released like at the beginning of the game. Bennett was released, Shinchu was released, Sucrose is still extremely powerful. It's still extremely useful. You know, like yeah, like. But they need to add something to limiting us to use not 4-star but at least 5-star, new 5 stars. You know, yes, it's maybe a little bit greedy, but what you can do, it's just a game. It's still my opinion, guys. Arlecchino, Mavuika, Veresa, Kinich, Chasca are all good with the... Oh yeah, by the way, Arlecchino as well. I completely forgot about that. You don't need energy for Arlecchino. Actually, yes, that's true. I mean, yeah, would be nice to get some energy, but you actually can completely ignore the energy. And by the way, that's why Shiminawa exists. So yeah, like we will be alright. But if you rely on energy, like Newlet, for example, Newlet rely on energy a lot. So yeah. For Newlet, Raiden like complete. Yeah, that's why, guys. That's why, guys. If you ask me about that, that's why. You know, like that's why I wouldn't suggest you to go for Kazuha, for example. You know why? Because Kazuha without energy, it's, let's say Sucrose is better if you compare with Kazuha without energy. Sucrose actually doesn't need energy so much. I mean, yes, would be nice, but in some cases you just don't use that burst at all. You just use her skill and normal attacks to do some swirl, you know? So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, it's kind of like controversial, but... Jinshi is not useful? Vortex, come on. No, like, let's say, like, no, I didn't say she's not useful. I said that she, she lost, like, let's say... like Phoebe and Zani is going to be way more powerful than Shinji. I mean, like, I use Shinji, but you know what, even with her signature weapon, her damage is kind of like, I would say okay, but not so great, you know? Even Jiyan is meta right now, you can't be serious. Meta? Jiyan? I mean, like, yeah, I don't know about Jiyan, to be honest. I have Jiyan without his signature weapon. He's okay, but not so meta if you ask me, you know. Yes, with new set, maybe. They implemented new set. When it comes to endgame concept, like, or combat, okay. For Alkina too, because, like, the no energy concept is only for new characters. Mostly, yes. When it comes to endgame concepts like the or combat events, WuWa is far beyond Genshin. You'll know if you had like played new events. I would say yes, but you know why is that? Because endgame content, yes, WuWa is better because WuWa like give us a lot endgame content. But it's like, yeah, like let's say like that, like Genshin, like Hoyo can fix that. I don't know why they kind of avoid doing that, but yeah, they try to not give us a lot. You know why? Each endgame content should give us primogems. In case of Kuro games is kind of okay with that. They give us primogems, we're safe. But Genshin does, like, they don't want to give us any primogems. So yeah. In the most fun and playable friendly hard combat event I ever played, Phoebe powerful than Shinji? Actually, yes. Kakarot, Phoebe is powerful than Shinji. Yes. Let's say like that. I don't know about Constellation or something like that. I tried Phoebe with her signature and I tried Shinji with her signature. For Shinji, you need to collect that. It's not energy. It's kind of like, yeah, stacks to do some damage. If you can't do that, and that's why she needs specific team. For Phoebe, actually, you can use any team you want and you will be alright. Phoebe is powerful than Shinji, yes. Hutao meta again cause no energy. Oh yeah, actually that's true. You can use Hutao as well. You know, like Rat, if it comes to Genshin Impact, we actually have some characters which might be pretty useful. Let's say, for example, which one? Not so many actually. I mean, like OG characters, not so many. Hutao is kind of like exception, you know, if you ask me. But yeah, mostly new characters. No, Shinji is more useful, user-friendly than why she is better than Phoebe Dreamers. I mean, actually no, like like Kakarot, I don't know that, to be honest. But my opinion, I played both of them in the event. I used my 90 level Shinji with signature and I use 80 level Phoebe with 80 level her signature. Phoebe is better. It was a standard character. Phoebe is just better and way more comfortable to play. You don't need to get stacks, etc., something like that. You don't even care about that. You just use her as that's it. It's still me. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not gonna I don't want to argue about it. Maybe I'm wrong. I will check that, but still. That's why New Wallet is better than mavuika. Which one? New Wallet is better than mavuika. No, what's Yoimiya too? Yoimiya actually, yes. You know what? Actually, Kakarot, if you compare New Wallet and mavuika, I wouldn't say that New Wallet is better. You know why? New Wallet is pretty flexible character. That's true. And when it comes to damage, that charge attack is actually crazy. That's why you can consider him it's a great character. I like New Wallet a lot. He is super easy to use, not gonna lie. But if you compare damage wise, yes, mavuika is in terms of damage, mavuika is just crazy. Genshin is more easy to play than Phoebe. Oh yeah, maybe Kakarot. In general, yes, maybe. To be honest, I played both of them, and let's say that, Genshin's damage, when you cannot get enough stacks, and actually collect the stack is not some trivial task. Actually, it's pretty easy, but you need specific characters. If you don't have any character with coordinated attack on your team, it's actually extremely difficult to collect stacks. You just do skills, etc., something like that to collect something to do damage. Without stacks, damage is trash as hell. I mean, Jinx's damage. But Phoebe can do damage despite nothing. It's still maybe I'm wrong. I know that you actually pretty good in WuWa. I'm not so great, so yeah, maybe I'm just saying, Alright, so yeah, let me just do it. About so yeah, let's if you don't about that no energy Kakarot, if you ask me, actually I like that, even though it's kind of greedy. I agree with you, because they force out not unintentionally force us to go for new characters, right? It's actually bad, but it's just a game. You cannot do something you cannot play the same characters again and again and again, Today, guys, I'm going to do I need some artifacts for my Escoffier. You know why? I don't have enough. Not only because of her nuke, even when you are trying to build her nuke, she does a good amount of... I mean, it's okay, but not... Phoebe might be good after Zani release, but not now. After Zani release, actually, as I know, Zani is going to be crazy. Zani can benefit from that, Phoebe's passive, which frees the enemies, If I'm not mistaken, I heard something like that. So yeah, I'm going to do one of this domain and another one from Skirk domain, because as you know, guys, my Skirk and my Verisa is kind of builded, not completely, and I don't need that sets anymore, but I need some sets for Escoffier. Oh, but Kakarot, don't get me wrong, I might be wrong about Phoebe and Genshin, but according to my own experience, Phoebe is better. Phoebe is easy to use. I'm not complaining about Genshin, don't get me wrong. I actually pretty have fun with Shinji. But you know why? They add that small enemies, which is actually so difficult to use with Shinji. Extremely difficult to use. When by the way, by using her not burst, but that kind of mini burst or something, when you got all of the stacks, she missed a lot, because that damage considered to be a skill damage, or I don't know how to say it correctly, and you just miss it, and that's a huge problem with Shinji. It's extremely big problem with Shinji. I miss that so much, so many times, Maybe I do something wrong, not gonna lie. Most likely it's like that. It's possible, I'm super casual in WuWa.
I got you, boss.
Pyro Traveler, Fischl, Chevreuse, Arlecchino might be meta for no energy. Which one? Fischl? Oh yeah, by the way, that's true. You don't need energy for Fischl. You know what, Rat, if you ask me, Fischl is kinda like, she is always meta. No matter what, she is great in like Overload team, she is great in Taser team, she is great in Electro, she is great like in literally any team you want. Fischl is just insanely crazy character. That's why I would suggest you to build her. And we got like that, golden troop. No, I get it. It's like everyone has their... No, it's not like that, Kakarot. I know that your knowledge in like WuWa way more better, but according to my experience, what I saw, like the damage is like Phoebe is like comfortable and deals more damage, you know, like when you compare. But yeah, still, maybe I play that Shinji so bad because actually I, let's say, did some like, yeah, you know, like not training or mastering a little bit, you know, but yeah, it's still like not a great damage. I myself personally consider Carlotta the best DPS in the game right now, but people might disagree with me. About that, I disagree with you as well. You know why? Carlotta is a great DPS, but you know what's the problem with Carlotta? You need to find proper moment to use her burst, skills, and etc. So you need to mastering a lot. And the problem is, you need to do it for each enemy. That's the problem, because each enemy has its own animation, its own moves, etc. Something like that. That's why I think Carlotta is not so great to use. I used her a lot and like trials, etc. Something like that. Each enemy needs its own approach. And that's a huge problem. For example, for Shinji, it's not like that. You just get energy, you get stacks, etc. and you just use it. For Carlotta, you need to use something like, yeah, special. You need to do something special. It's actually frustrating sometimes because you miss so much damage if you can't do it properly. But it's me again. On April 20th, like hurt like WuWa on guests like 30 fates. But actually, no, like it's not like that. Dreamers, we already starting to get fates. You just need to log in because yes, like tomorrow we will get 10 standard fates. I personally hate Camellia playstyle so much. Me too, Kakarot. Actually, yes, but you know what? I found Camellia extremely useful and she's extremely powerful. Because you know why? She doesn't need like any of like that stacks, etc. Something like that. You just... maybe she needs, I don't know exactly. But her skill damage, it has pretty good AoE and deals extremely good damage. Also, I didn't know that you need to level up normals. I did that recently. And you know what? She actually needs to do that normal. That's why that web passive gives you some buff when you use her normals. So actually she plays out of normals, and if you get enough something, maybe it's like stacks or energy, you use that skill. So I found herself kinda like a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah, if you saw my couple of my WuWa streams, you notice that. So yeah, I don't like Camellia so much because of like, yeah, she's flying and it's super annoying, but the damage wise she's okay. For Overload, but I hate
the musket is my
game. Oh yeah, like yeah, suffering. Me too. Actually, yes. You know why? Because
sometimes the latter trait is far more useful.
Hey Yoni, how are you doing? Yeah, that's true. I completely agree with you. Now you know which characters I use now. My team is like that. I use Chongli, I use Shenhua, and I use Shorekeeper. That's a great team for me. Oh, just a second. If it's level 90, yeah, my bad. Just a second, let me do it again. Her gameplay is clunky, Kakarot. Like which one? Yeah, like it's kind of like, yeah, a little bit. I agree with you guys. So yeah, that's kind of like... Alekina, Escoffier, Sucrose, Xilonen for no energy might be best team. You know what's the problem with that team? Actually, Rat, I would say you can use Escoffier anyway with any team in Overworld. The problem is, as you know, like if she is only character in the team, she only can give you 5% like Hydro and Cryo rest rate. For Alekino is not great. In this case, I would say it's better to use citlali, maybe. Because citlali can activate, like yeah, maybe citlali cannot give you rest rate, but she can activate Cinder City, you know? So yeah, like kind of like that, because 5% is actually super low. Rosex, do you think like I should give Ayaka a go if you Effie? Yes, Coffee. To be honest, like I don't want Rat to hear that, because Rat like Ayaka a lot, but I would say no. And I can explain my point. No matter what, go for Skirk, not for Ayaka. You know why? What's the problem with Ayaka? I mean, she is good because she plays out of normal and charge as well. You can use her burst and you can use her charge and like normal attacks. The problem is Skirk is going to be way better for future content, you know? Because as you know, like they will implement that new Spile Abyss with no energy issue. It's not an issue, it's kind of like no energy option. And Skirk can benefit from that. So like yeah. And also you have Sigewinne. And you know what I would say? I'd say Sigewinne might be better for like DPS wise for Escoffier and Furina than Yelan, because Sigewinne can increase Escoffier and Furina's damage by a lot. In this case, actually, you can use any cryo DPS. You can use Rosa. You can use Chonyun. You can use Risley. Like the point is, it doesn't matter which character you use. You still can get pretty good damage. You know. Yes, Ayaka might be best one, like unless we get Skirk, but just keep that in mind. So yeah, like I would suggest skip if you ask me. Yeah, I know you want to wish for that Chronicle Wish banner, but you know, like yeah, it's a Chronicle Wish. But I heard that after Effie release, Ayaka will be... No, I don't... You know, like Rat says the same, that Ayaka is going to be crazy. She is going to be pretty good, not gonna lie. But, you know, like, I don't think something... By the way, Yoni, you know what? We will get some numbers within... Just a second. Like, yeah, 10 days or something, like even less than 10 days, because it's my Europe server, right? Like, as you know, like, yes, Asia servers, like, yeah, they're up 6 hours faster. So yeah, the point is, we will get the number. You just check the numbers. If Ayaka is going to be crazy as hell with Escoffier, then yes, go for Ayaka and Escoffier. But keep that in mind, without Escoffier, Ayaka is not so well. Unichan has well, for example, you know? Ayaka was Hoyo's favorite girl for a bit, so yeah, you mean like Rat, you mean like 256 days banner run? That was crazy actually, but it was because of COVID, you know, it was the coincidence, you know, if you ask me. Yeah, it wasn't like on purpose or something, because right after Raiden we got that Ayaka, and yeah, that banner lasts for like, yeah, that was crazy. Do you think might be? Yes, that's true. Oh yeah, by the way, Kakarot, about the weapons, yes, we discussed that. Harbinger of Doom is one of the best weapons for Escoffier. Let me say which weapon, like, not Escoffier, Skirk, my bad, Skirk. So yeah, for Skirk, as you know guys, Skirk's weapon is crit rate. It most likely means her Ascension is going to be crit damage. She's DPS, so yeah, I don't think they will give her cryo damage bonus. Most likely it's going to be crit damage. In this case, a weapon like Jade Cutter is going to be great. This BP weapon might be good, but not great. This weapon might be good, but not great, because it's increased normal. This one increases only elemental skill and rare burst, but not normal. But Harbinger of Doom though, this weapon, down, like, it's actually crazy weapon. Since you're going to use with Escoffier, which is a healer, you actually will be okay with that. Just keep that in mind, like, that Furina exists, you will be low on HP, but yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, Furina, as you know, like, yeah, she drains your HP, so you will lose this crit rate stuff. So yeah, you need to be prepared for that. But Harbinger of Doom will be actually not a bad weapon. If you ask me, like, by the way, with proper build, you can use Mist Splitter as well. You can use this one. We have Ayato's weapon. You can use Ayato's weapon as well, which is actually not a bad weapon. We have an options. Not gonna lie, we have an options. After like Effie's release, could you do some? Yes, of course I can, no problem. Like Yoni, I always do, and I will do the test you want me, guys, no problem. I definitely will go for Escoffier. I have Ayaka, so I definitely will check the damage, don't get me wrong, because even though like I'm not good in Ayaka gameplay, I still like Ayaka, because like recently, if you notice, I use Free Steam a lot. It's actually pretty fun.
snack.
even if you don't,
They're easy to carry with you, and
even
but
if you
with so many
cannot,
sauce.
even if you cannot freeze the enemies, it's still okay and fun to play. No problem, Yone. Of course I can. I definitely will. I had multiple waits on Genshin channel too. Oh yeah, that's true. Because you know why, Rat? Because like we have a lot of Ayaka fans. Just huge amount. And you know, mostly because of that, because of voice actor. As you know, that voice actor, if I'm not mistaken, it's like from that anime. I forgot the name. So yeah, it's mostly because of anime, if I'm not mistaken. Chongyun, Furina, Escoffier, and Yelan, Shinchu. What about like this Team Vortex for freeze? Chongyun, Furina, Escoffier, and Yelan, Shinchu. What? You can use it. You know, like in this case, you need to build your Chongyun as a DPS. By the way, Chongyun can be a good DPS character, but I would say, you know, like you can use also Rosa with attack sands, but not elemental mastery. It's not bad as well. She also gives you a crit rate to your teammates. Despite if they off-field or on-field, it's also pretty good buff, you know. She has pretty low on crit, like skill duration, like skill cooldown, but Chongyun is not a bad option. And yes, you can use that team. Finale of the Deep. Oh, you mean like this, that weapon? Oh yes, you can use that craftable one. You can use it as well. But unfortunately, I don't have all of the weapons to compare. Just a second, let me check the passives. I'll probably go for Hot or Blackcliff. You know why Blackcliff is bad? I like Kakarot. The Blackcliff is bad because... Oh yeah, my bad. Blackcliff is bad because Blackcliff is like... Oh, Blackcliff. Yeah, that's true. Actually, yes, you can use Blackcliff. I don't have it. It gives you like crit damage. That's true. You can go Blackcliff. No, actually Blackcliff, if you get enough crit rate, then you can go Blackcliff. Her Ascension is going to be crit damage, like just keep that in mind, Kakarot. So Blackcliff gives you crit damage as well, 55%. So you need some crit rate weapon. You know, so yeah, like just... Jade Cutter might be not a bad option. Yes, it's low attack, but it might be a pretty good option. Oh, Furina's weapon just as a stack stick. Furina's weapon, yeah, again, like, you know what's the problem? Like crit damage weapon, you can use crit damage weapon only if you get enough crit rates. Yes, you always can use like crit rate goblet, circlet, my bad. You crit rate circlets, that's true. But yeah, you again need to get enough crit rate. If you cannot get enough crit rate, like using crit damage weapon is actually, yes, kind of like, yeah, bad. Finale of the Deep, like it's craftable and best free-to-play option for Ayaka. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that. It's actually, yes. No, like, right. If I'm not mistaken now, if you're under the shield, this weapon for Ayaka is the best one. Like this one. This Calamity. It gives you more than like that Finale of the Deep. As I know, it's slightly better. But it's still me, if I'm not mistaken. According to the numbers, I saw a couple numbers. So yeah, this weapon is better. But yeah, this weapon you says it's way more comfortable to use because you don't need to be under the shield. Hey MZ, how are you doing?
What you see is what you get, and whether you take on the challenge is entirely up to you.
Congrats. Alright, so yeah, let me do it.
Justice will prevail! Look alive! Let's...
The way how she can like dodge, actually it's so crazy. Not gonna lie.
You asked for it! Drop your weapons!
The way like how Belisa can dodge all of the attacks, it's so crazy, not gonna lie, especially in all the like domains we are using. Okay, so yeah. Have you got one of the rest of the stream? Have you got one of the... Okay, like... Anyway, I'm okay, like, yes, yeah. Thanks for joining, Kakarot, thanks for joining. Okay, let's check it if I get something. Attack circlet. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Bro. Yeah, farming like different, like, you know, like usually if you farm different domains, it's actually so bad. Yeah, it gives you literally nothing. I spend my Garden on xilonen, is it? Oh yeah, xilonen is actually crazy. Not gonna lie, like yeah, it's... xilonen is a great character. It was on Ifa. Oh, about Ifa, you know, like, right, if you ask me about Ifa, she's just fun to play, that's it. I don't think, like, Ifa is going to be something crazy. You know why? Yes, he increased electro charge damage, which is actually interesting, and also swirl damage. And he can heal whole teammates. But I don't think he's going to be great, better than Mizuki. I personally like Mizuki more, but Mizuki increased only swirl damage. So we'll see, we'll see. I don't think I will build him. You know why? I have Lanyan. I mean, in case, you know what's the problem with Ifa? Ifa is a main DPS character and he needs to be on field. That's a problem. You know? So yeah. She is kinda not a driver like Mizuki. Mizuki is a driver because she can increase the damage of your teammates. Like teammates of field abilities. With Ifa, he is a DPS. You know? So yeah, I would say Lanyan in this case way more better in terms of like, yeah, usability, because you can use like... TDDs, you have access to TDDs, you have access to like, yeah, that shield and like swirl, so yeah, that's a problem. So like, yeah, like, and if you ask me, Heizo is better. So Heizo as a DPS character is way more better than like, yeah, than Ifa. Hey Josh, how are you doing? Oh, that's completely okay, Josh, that's completely okay. So I'm just like, yeah, like, I like at 8, I'm here. Crown it a sub-dreamers like. Skill, yeah, skill need to be like xilonen. If you mean Shilonen's skill, yeah, needs to be crowned because yeah, you increase your that red shred by 3%.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Hey Stefan, how are you doing? What do you think? Should I pull for Kazuha or Escoffier and Skirk? Oh my, that's a difficult question. You know why? Let's say it's like that. Let's say like that. Recently, in all Spile Abysses, actually Kazuha wasn't so like useful. I mean, you can use him, but you can actually skip him and go for other characters like Sucrose, for example. You know? You can actually completely replace Kazuha with Sucrose, because on floor 12 at the moment we don't need any crowd controlling actually, and yes, we need some buff, which is actually he provides, but the problem is we now have access to Cinder City, we have like Natlan characters, which actually gives maybe not the same amount of buffs, but for a longer period of time, which is actually like helps you with rotation. You know, you are way more flexible with rotations, you know. So I would say Skirk and Escoffier, if you ask me. Because it's a new characters, Escoffier definitely will like change the cryo meta in the game. I mean, yeah, definitely, because the cryo is, at least cryo will be extremely useful. Any of the cryo DPS. But still, it's again up to you. Because like, yeah, if you like Kazuha and you want the Kazuha so bad, then yes, maybe go for Kazuha, but I wouldn't suggest you. I hope Xilonen said like, I hope I have Xilonen instead of, oh, if you have Xilonen, then you can completely, you know, like Xilonen and Kazuha, it's a little bit different characters, don't get me wrong, because Kazuha, like, yeah, because in some cases Kazuha is okay, but you know what's the problem with Kazuha? Sometimes I sometimes prefer to use Sucrose because Sucrose skill is actually pretty fast. For Kazuha you need to use tap for single enemy or like hold for multiple enemies. And what's the problem with swirl? You need to swirl on any enemy. So yeah, if you miss some enemy, the damage will be low, you know, or if you get some additional wave of the enemies, you need to do swirl again, which is actually a problem. With xilonen though, you don't need to do that. You just like enable that Red and Cinder City once, and that's it. You just can use it no matter how many waves you get, you know. So you can use kachina as well in this case. That's why I prefer Sucrose, because Sucrose can do swirl with normal attacks, you know. So yeah, maybe you will lose some damage, but you're way more comfortable and flexible with rotation. You see, like MZ, yeah, I actually I would agree with MZ. Like if you have Sucrose, I would say yes. If you have xilonen, Sucrose, kachina, if you, I don't know about iansan or something, because why iansan? Because iansan can use Cinder City. That's why. 7th May Skirk gameplay will come also, yeah. Yushuan the character gameplay is delayed. Oh, for real? For a week? And like, why is that? Gameplay is gonna be insane because literally has different form of sun. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks for the info, Josh. Like, I will check the character. I like, even though I don't play it like ZZZ, as you know, guys. So yeah, I still like kind of like read news because ZZZ is just crazy of when it comes to videos, etc., effects. It's just crazy game. Get Escoffier. She will be like really good. Yeah, that's true. Stefan. Sucrose is Constellation 2 and yeah, not useful at the moment. Yeah, like about Constellation, Sucrose, Constellation 2 is enough actually. You know why? Because yeah, with Constellation 2, yes, you cannot get that elemental damage bonus, which is activated after Constellation 6 if I'm not mistaken. But I wouldn't suggest you, Stefan, if you ask me. Go for Escoffier, go for Skirk. If you guarantee it, oh, by the way, guaranteed, not guaranteed, for Chronicle Wish, if you haven't ever like wished for that banner, you need to go from 0. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, it's going to be like this. If you check that, I don't know, if you ever wished for that banner, Chronicle Wish banner, you can check it. This one, Chronicle Wish. So I never wished for that, so I don't have any like records and history, right? But if you wish for something like within 1 year, it should show you. The problem is it's completely different PT. It's not the PT which you can use on characters event, you know, this one. So the point is, you need to, if you never wish for that, you need to spend about like 80 pulls to get Kazuha, and if you will be lucky enough, you can get him. If you're not, then yeah. Hey Bright, how are you doing? I have Kazuha and I use him only like in new late teams. I really use him. Yes, that's true. Actually, you know, Josh, if you ask me, I recently don't use Kazuha so much. Yeah, Kazuha is a great character, not gonna lie, but you know, like we have you can use Kachina with new late now. It's not a bad team, you know. So yeah, you can use xilonen, but yeah, you can use xilonen and Kazuha. That's true. After getting Escoffier, I'll replace Kazuha and xilonen with Escoffier and citlali in new team. Escoffier and citlali. Yeah, it's possible. Actually, not a bad option. There really is so many characters in update. Yeah, that's true. This is giving like free 5-star plus weapon. For real? I will check that. It's like, yeah, we are within. Oh, I will check. Thanks for the info, Josh. I will check that because yeah, like I like free stuff. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I had some pulls on ZZZ and I have lost. Oh yes, me too actually, Stefan, if you ask me. Don't pull on like Chronicle banner unless you are a whale. Oh, actually, you know, like, hi, how are you doing, Bright? I would agree with like Bright, you know why? Unless you are a whale or wants that character a lot, you know? That's the only 2 reasons when you need to wish for Chronicle. In all other cases, just skip it. It's actually a trap. Oh, Vivian. Yeah, Vivian. Vivian looks like a Cantrell, actually. I made a video about that. I heard from my friend ZZZ Fan service is best in Hoyo. Yeah, that's true. Like, actually not in Hoyoverse, but in all games we have, actually. So yeah. The community is so chill. They don't care about like fan service. They are just really chill. For real? Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, I go for Escoffier. Yeah, that's the best. Like, and should I go for weapon? No, or not? For I'm thinking like about Skirk weapon. You know what's the problem, Stefan? I would say maybe for Skirk weapon, yes, because alongside that weapon you can get Mavuika's weapon. If I'm not mistaken, Mavuika and Skirk will be the same phase. In this case, you can get, like, if you will be lucky enough, you can get either Skirk weapon or Mavuika's weapon. I assume that Skirk's weapon will be a little bit limited. I mean, you can use only on Skirk. You know why? Because, like, yeah, that weapon is like, as you know, like 608, 608 attack and 33% crit rate. But it's also increased normal attack damage, burst attack damage, and gives you some crit damage. The point is, maybe that buffs, I mean like passives, works only when you don't have energy or do something like, yeah, crazy, you know, like, yeah, like, the point is, like, it might be useful only on Skirk. But yeah, like, we can decide, like, or you can decide when, like, the banner is up, you know. But yeah, about Escoffier and Skirk, I would suggest, yes, go for this character. Skip Kazuha. Yes, the problem is, I don't know when we're going to see Kazuha again. Maybe in the future, someday, you know. We never know. But yeah, like, you can actually skip Kazuha. It's like, Escoffier will be definitely like crazy character. Ayaka is about to be power creep, like, isn't good reason for about Ayaka. Yes, we recently like discussed that about like Ayaka with Rat. He is a big fan of Ayaka. I don't think she is going to be so crazy. I mean, like, she is going to be definitely better than she is at the moment, but not so, like, not like Arlecchino, if you ask me. You know, not that level. But we'll see. Maybe yes, something like close to her. It will be like a good. So bright, like, definitely. Skirk will be like better, but like, I don't think Hoyo will put both Skirk and Mavuika in first phase. Oh, you know why is that? Skirk and Mavuika? Let me just say, yeah, maybe yes, maybe not. You know why? Because like that patch is going to be like that. Skirk, Mavuika, mualani, Emily. Maybe it's going to be mualani, maybe. I don't know exactly. Like, we are going to get 4 characters. It's going to be Skirk, Mavuika, mualani, and Emily. One of the natlan characters with Skirk, alongside Skirk. Another one is with Emily. So yeah, it's 5.8. But yeah, I don't know exactly. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, maybe possible. Like, right. Citlali in 5.7. To be honest, I don't think so. You know why? Because Mavuika and Citlali are crazy characters. I don't think they will put like both of them within one patch. But maybe it's possible. I don't know. Like, because actually they did once. Like, when they released the characters Mavuika and Citlali. Maybe they didn't expect that Citlali is going to be so crazy, you know? Because, like, you know, like, I know players and many players who just skipped Mavuika and went for Citlali. Because Citlali is actually a great supportive character. Maybe Skirk and Citlali on what? Maybe it's possible, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. About the weapon, actually, Stefan, you can think like, let's say we have some options.
What could
like,
the
yeah, what
children be up
about
to?
her signature? It's still, we only have numbers, but no passive whatsoever.
Let them do as they please.
Reveal! Justice will prevail! Stop! Control breathing! On my mark! Transfix! Wings of darkness! You out of force! Stand down! Final warning! Faster! Stronger! Overrule! Drop your weapons! Justice will prevail! Control breathing! Let's...
That was a waste actually, and I need to use it, but that's okay. maybe Skirk. Oh yeah, maybe it's possible. Like you know, like citlali is extremely useful. I mean, maybe they will just like, yeah, you know, like use like them in different banners. But we definitely will get citlali within 5.7 or 8. Yes.
You can't run.
Behold,
I'm going in. Shiver. Yeah.
gifts of grace.
Locked on.
The power.
Teamwork is true. Judgment.
The truth shall set you free.
Let's light it up.
Hear ye the words of joy.
You can't run.
Grace be upon you.
Yeah.
Peace and hope find you. Peace and hope find you.
Let's light it up. I'm going in. Lights out. Let's light it up. You can't run. Shower me with praise. Let the world come on. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's. Locked on. Locked on.
Hold on to your hats.
Strike a pose. I'm going in. Punishment. Take me up. Locked on. Open fire.
Yeah. Let me do it again. I should have like destroyed that shell before doing that. I hope Skirk will be at least like. Here's the like she's once. Ayato? Who is that? By the way, I don't meet, but you know what? With not gonna lie, I want Ito from Chronicle, but I would probably bench the. Actually, yes, that's true. You know why? Could you tell me how I should like build Rosa? I was thinking level up. Oh yeah, Rosa. Yes, of course I can. Just a second. Let me just.
Something.
Let me show you my build. In this case, I use Rosa actually as only for a shield and as a supportive character. But you can build. Usually, you build her like this. So yeah, my build is like with this set, which is like Cinder City, because I can get like at least 12% of damage buff. You need to give her enough crit rate, like more than usual. You know why? Because if you have Constellation 6, she has oh yeah, it's within her passive, my bad. So yeah, she has this one, which is actually when Rosario strikes no, like this one, which gives crit rate to your teammates up to 50%. So you need to give her as much as possible. About the level, if she's supportive character, you don't need to care so much. So yeah, let me show artifacts. I use like energy recharge, attack. You can use cryo and crit rate, crit damage. That's it. In case of DPS Rosa with, for example, her best DPS set, it's kind of like this one, which is, yeah, you can use Noblesse. I use Emblem set. If you use her with no Emblem set, like the pieces is going to be like Elemental Mastery, Cryo, and crit rate, crit damage. Elemental Mastery in this case way more useful, if you ask me, because mostly you can use her with like with melt teams, you know, that's why. Because she actually great application, like cryo application. She has the same like application time as Citlali has, 2 seconds. And she's not the best of field DPS. And by the way, if you want me to, Stefan, I can put my Aika, like, yeah, within my showroom. I just change her artifacts a little bit, like, some time to time. So yeah, why you want to use, for example, Noblesse or any other sets? You know why? Mostly you use it like Rosa. My bad, Rosa. If I said citlali, so yeah, Rosa. You use Rosa mostly as a supportive character, and because of that, Noblesse is not a bad option. Blizzard for DPS, Emblem for DPS, but Cinder City and Noblesse is for supportive. Just keep that in mind. But if you have another Noblesse, which is Bennett, for example, for me, it's better to use Scroll, Cinder City. But 7, we can use Escoffier. Yeah. I'm a Constellation 6 Goro, but like, man, I have Navia, so yeah. Actually, you know what, MZ, if you ask me, I mean, like, I hope, like, oh, you're welcome, Stefan, you're welcome. About, like, Navia, Navia is so crazy. I don't want any Geo character, actually, like, in my account, because I have Navia. Navia is just insane. And if you remember my build, I recently rebuilt her, and despite that, she deals crazy amount of damage. She actually used 4-star weapon, which is like event weapon, and crit ratio is terrible as hell. I still need to build her because, yeah, like, I have pretty bad pieces. My Rosa is level 70 boxes with 25. Yes, 25 crit rate is enough. I mean, like, yeah, it's better to have yeah, like close to 100, but 85 is okay. He's number. Yeah, you mean Rohit? Yeah, that's true. I want to get Constellation 6 for Inner Dreamers, like, oh yeah. Navi is, yes, Yoni is here. Yeah, Navi is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, like, if anyone asks me, like, which Geo character you want to play, like, yeah, Navi is just insane. She is so powerful. Like, let's say like that. If I'm struggling a little bit in Spy Abyss, I just switch to Navia, Furina, xilonen, and Bennett team, and that team is so powerful, incredibly powerful.
Hands where I can see 'em. Stop right there. Faster, stronger. Stop.
Midnight Phantasmal.
Drop your weapons. Justice will Let's.
Oh my god, I missed it.
Overruled by royal decree. Quick as a flash. Start the.
I almost hit 1 million damage on this secret sword boss with Navi. Oh yeah, like that boss when you gain like more crit damage when you lose HP, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I haven't touched this boss, by the way, and it's possible. About the damage, actually, I will show you my, like, yeah, let me finish this one first. I will show you my Spy Abyss, like, yeah, like Spy gives some statistics, something like that. Just a second.
Teamwork is drip, shiver. Yoo-hoo! Let's run. Open fire. Open fire. You can't run. I'm going in.
The power of revelation.
Yeah. Punishment. Let's light it up.
Hear ye the word.
Teamwork is drip, shiver. You can't run. Let's light it up. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm going in. Yoo-hoo! Time to shine. Take me up. Open fire. Open fire. Fire in the hole. You can't run. Yeah. Maybe
God.
this is just fate's dark design.
I don't think I can let it anyway.
Let's run. Locked on. Open
I will
fire.
start from the beginning anyway. Oh, did I lose my Rosa? So yeah, let me show you what I... What was about, like... Oh, about the damage. So yeah, what you can do. Yeah, my bad, guys. I just like, yeah. What you can do, you can go like a challenge summary, and you can check like which character deals more damage for you. You know? So yeah, it's not something crazy. I would do 500 normal, so yeah. Oh yes, Constellation 6, like on Navia. Oh, I don't know actually. Navia was my second 5-star character. I started playing for real. I didn't know that. So yeah, 4.2 for real. I thought about like pulling Constellation full xilonen, but decided not to. Yeah, what else? Chasca team is crazy, bro. Yeah, Chasca, this team is crazy. Like yeah, I know that, but yeah, I will do it again. So yeah, I need to get used to that team. So yeah, you can check the strongest strike, which is for mavuika. Yes, because yeah, now mavuika is actually crazy. You see the damage, but before mavuika, mine like Navia, like she like, you know, you see the damage, like 400s and like another one 400. So yeah, another 400. So another, it's Navia. So it was only like, yes, this is Arlecchino. I don't know how is that possible, like was, but yeah, maybe like melt Navia again. So yeah, Navia. You see like. It was only Navia for like so many spiral abysses. You see? Like yeah, by the way, yeah, after getting Navia, Navia was just crazy. I use Navia a lot, but yeah, now we have like mavuika. Mavuika just burst is just insanely great. Alright, let's do one domain rounds and I will back to that. Was it better not see my clear abyss when Mora was around more? Oh yeah, that's alright. That's completely okay. You know guys, like this spiral abyss actually, let's say like that. If you notice that, like every time the spiral abyss is like up, you struggle a little bit for a couple of days. It's okay. You know why? Because let's say yeah, but after a couple of days you just get used to spiral abyss, to the moves, to the characters, which characters to use, how to do proper rotation. It's completely alright. It's like yeah, I was struggling with spiral abyss for a long time actually, you know?
Final warning. You asked for it. Controlled breathing. On my hero incoming. Yeah! Yeah! Hero incoming. Yeah! Charge! Yeah! Hands where I can see 'em. Stop right there. Stop! Hi! Yeah!
She's so fun to play. We won't believe like how fun, because like you know why? When she do like something like that, which is actually you can dodge so many attacks. It's actually yeah. Even though I didn't want that Verisa, if you remember, like yeah, but now I kind of like okay, she is fun to play. Oh yeah, about the damage, yes, like 250, it's possible. It's possible. Verisa is actually cool. All right. Healing bonus, actually I will keep it. You know why? Crit damage, energy recharge, elemental mastery, it might be useful. Nice, nice, at least something. I started like 1-1 and didn't get 36 until 2.0. Oh, for real, right? I don't remember actually for me when I got like my first like a 36 star. Oh yeah, I know actually like yeah, I have some like notes about that. I don't remember where, but I have notes about that. But it was a long time ago, believe me or not. It was like that floor 11.3 is harder than New Wallet helps. Oh yeah, by the way, about the New Wallet. Oh yeah, Dreamers, about the New Wallet and that floor. Actually, Verisa extremely great on that floor if you have her. Like I used Verisa actually, but not New Wallet with Sucrose. Yeah. Just a second. So yeah, second team is going to be the same. It's I managed to get like 2 stars for each level in Abyss. Maybe I'll clear it before at the end. Oh, you mean like this one, Stefan? Oh yeah, no problem. You can, like, if you want me to, like, we can like check the teams. You can do some adjustments. This pile Abyss is actually not so difficult, let's say, because you know why? Second team is about, like, yes, it's about damage, but you also can deal with the shields. That's why it's a little bit annoying, but not so difficult. 60 enemies on floor, that's true, it's crazy. And you know why is that 60 enemies? It's because of Venti, by the way, but you know that, so yeah. It's because of Venti. For me, most useful character is Nuvolet and Cookie Shinobu. Oh yeah. I pull up my bench Venti. Yeah, that's true. Venti is actually crazy. That's why they just like you give us Venti and like 60 enemies.
You asked for it! Final warning! Let's... Overruled!
As you wish, sweet Fräulein.
Hands where I can see them! Drop your weapons! Quick as a flash! On my... Oz, reveal thy final warning!
Please, buy me Genshin, like, desperately needed. Lucro's Kazuha are really good, I also tried, like... yeah, like, sentiment. Okay. Yes, MZ, like, I use, like, I see that you have, like, albedo in your characters, like this, like, nothing gonna happen soon? No, albedo, actually no. Albedo is actually extremely useful. And you know why? I use albedo a lot with Nuvolet. Albedo with Nuvolet is so crazy, because albedo attacks every 2 seconds when enemy within that field, and Nuvolet can do this, like, yes, the damage every second. Yeah, I mean, like, his charge attack, and you, like, anyway, like, the point is I use albedo a lot. Albedo is crazy character, but not so much. Yeah, like, let's say like that, albedo I mostly use as a sub DPS, you know, like not main DPS. With Navia he is not so useful, unfortunately, because I have xilonen, but I use albedo with Nuvolet. By the way, I can show you the team. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? I need a second Hydra to build up like a Fatui soldier in the last floor, like giving like about that. Actually, we have a ton of Hydras.
Everything is
you can use like Yelan, you can use Shinchu, you can use Barbara. Actually, Barbara is crazy. You know why? Barbara is a catalyst and he can do like normal attacks. You also can use Candice if you have. You can use Furina if you have. You have a ton of characters, I guess. Against him, like, cause I need Hydra to deal with a shield. I was begging my whale friend for Welkin 2 days ago, for real. Yeah, like, you know, like, well, is it true that 5% bans will be skirt mavuika citlali? I heard not that, Yoni. I heard that like it's going to be not citlali, but yes, it's possible. But I heard like this: first phase is skirt mavuika, second phase is mualani Emily. So yeah, but not Yelan, and not. But yes, it's possible actually. You know why Yelan is possible? Because they just like Yelan is not a bad option for Skirk. That's why. Actually, it's not a bad option. Oh, no problem, Lucas, no problem. But by the way, about the Hydra characters, yes, like Lucas, you can go like a lot of, you can go Shinchu. Shinchu actually deals pretty good with shields. You can go Furina, you can go Yelan, you can go Barbara. Barbara actually extremely crazy against selectors, the shields, you know. You can go like, yeah, like these characters. You also, that's what I heard on Twitter. Yes, it's possible. And if you ask me, actually, this banner is not bad. You know why? It's Skirk, which is actually a crazy character. It's like Yelan, which might be useful for Skirk team, as you know, guys, and Mualani. So if it's banners, that's crazy. Not gonna lie, it's crazy banner. That's insanely crazy banner. I hope we get
work hard and live each day
Emily,
to the fullest.
because that weapon banner will be...
That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
Oh, Mualani Emily, why is that? Mualani. Oh, you have Mualani, right? And you have Emily. Oh yeah, I see now. It's going to be a good value. I see that.
Behold!
Let's light it up! Going in! Showing you... Take me up!
Hear the truth! The gift!
Bullseye! Bullseye!
Knock him down.
I'm gonna stop so that... Oh my God.
Yeah, you can't run!
My holy proclamation!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Yeah! Shiver! Yeah!
The truth shall set you free!
Let's light it up!
Hear ye!
Yeah! Everybody
the
stand!
word.
Judgment! When... Yeah!
The truth shall endure!
Let's light it up!
Sometimes I just like... Yeah, that's good.
I'm going in! You can't run! Punishment!
It's good.
Judgment! Let my name echo in song! Let's fly! Bullseye! Bullseye! Fire in the hole! Yeah! Let's light it up! Judgment!
Come on, just start that shit.
Teamwork is true! Yeah!
Lights out.
Why do they never miss? Judgment! Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
I will continue anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna stop with that a little bit.
Bullseye!
Hydro Captain. By the way, about Hydro characters, guys, we are going to get Dahlia, which is going to be released in 5.7 alongside Skirk. He also is going to be Hydro character. Don't forget about that. Dahlia design, yeah, Dahlia is Shinchu. Yeah, that's true. Well, we discussed that actually. Yeah, the Dahlia is kind of like Shinchu, but with different outfit. Watch him be the next Mitka. Oh, by the way, well, guys, about Varka. As you know, guys, we got some info about Varka, like JP voice, like actor, etc., something like that. So yeah, pretty, I would say, great news, because maybe we will see Varka playable in 6.0. It's possible. Guys, I think like Warden hasn't played any 2x or 3x characters since. Oh, you mean like, yeah, I had distracted with chat, to be honest, guys, that's why. Don't mind. I just distracted with the chats. Varka? Yes, Varka.
Transfixed! You asked for it! Drop your weapon! Control breathing! I hear...
How Varka became Electro DPS? Oh, I don't know about that. You know, like, it's a little difficult to say something like which, like, DPS is going to be.
By royal decree, justice will prevail! Fight! Quick as a flash! On my...
Welcome back, Tanki. Welcome back.
Overruled. Hands where I can see them. Stop right. Start them.
This is where you fall.
Shadow Raven, left.
Laid bare.
Odds revealed. Drop your weapons. You asked for it.
Because for floor 11, I use the first part Sucrose, Mona, Ganyu, and Raida, and second part Mavuika team with xilonen, citlali, and but why is that? I mean, like, you know what? Like, actually, like floor 11 is not so difficult, like Lucas. I mean, you can use Lanyan. Hey, Mirak, how are you doing?
Transfixed. Justice will prevail. Faster, stronger. On look.
Laid bare.
Midnight Phantasmagory. Stop right there. Quick as a flash. Let's.
Transfixed.
You asked for it. Final warning. Control breathing. On.
Overruled.
Midnight Phantasmagory.
Hands where I can see them. Stop right there. Faster, stronger. Let's.
Laid bare.
It's good, like just Viking over into. Oh yeah, like for primogems, for to get Effie. Yeah, I see. I don't understand how Effie works. Or Effie? Oh, she's just red shred, Mirak. She's extremely useful actually. Like it's extremely easy to use, but you know what's the problem is? The only problem is her building. Like it's a little bit difficult to build her. Just the only problem. I have Raiden on my other count dreamers, but I don't count like. Lucas, like, but the Fire Fatui soldier really pissed me. Okay, like, Lucas, no problem. Let me finish this one. I will switch, like, to that, no problem. Just a second.
You can't run. Shiver. Let's light it up. Everybody stick. Let's grind. Bullseye. Open fire. Let my name echo in song.
So you know your stuff, huh?
Punishment. Teamwork is true. Take me up. Bullseye. Locked on. Open fire. Judgment.
Lights out.
Let the world
God, that was bad.
Let's light it up. Everybody stick. Yeah. Let's run. Bullseye. Open fire.
Knock him down.
You can't run. Shiver. Teamwork is dreamwork. Shower me with praise. Let my name echo
I got Fatui, Pyro. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, so yeah. Free fates in WuWa. Free fates? Like which one? Guys, can you tell me free fates? Oh yeah, we have some. Okay, let me just give it a try. Like Lucas, oh, you talk about like floor 11? I mean, Fatui like shields? Oh, you mean this one? Ah, actually, you know, like this one is Electro, this one is Pyro. Because of that, you need to use Swirl. I mean, like, if you remember, we got like 2 Lectors, and you can destroy this shield like only by using Swirl. So use Sucrose, actually, it's not a bad option for this one. And you have this Wind Operative, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, we get this one first, then after that, like 2 Fatuis back to back. So yeah, you can use either like, you can use Hydro, you can use Pyro as well. You know, it's not a bad option because yeah, you can destroy this Electro Shield with Pyro, this one with Hydro, and also you can use Swirl. It's actually the best option. I got clearly plays Furina in Mavuika team, xilonen, citlali, but okay, like let's go like so yeah. Like I don't know which characters you have to access, but yeah, let's just so yeah, you want to use like Mavuika on second half, right? Go like this team. Sucrose, xilonen, like you actually don't need xilonen. Let's go Mavuika. First is going to be like, oh yeah, you use Sucrose on the first, okay. Use Lanyan. I forgot to say I got like, oh, congrats, like Lucas, congrats with that. Lucas, can you say me the whole teams you use? Like, yeah, like whole, like 8 characters you use on floor 11. This floor 11 is actually not so good. Should I replace Furina in Mavuika's team or Bennett? Oh, I don't know if you have Kazuha or Sucrose. I mean, you can use Lanyan. Instead, Lanyan is actually not a bad option. So yeah, you use Mavuika first, then Lanyan to do some swirl, because yeah, we have like some, not so many characters. With this team, you actually can also go with, I would say, Rosa. If you have access to Rosa, Rosa is great against Electro Shields as well. Just keep that in mind. So, and you can go maybe like, actually Barbara is great. Or you can go Shinchu and use Furina on like this, like on a first phase. So I gotta just give me the team. Until now, let me do one domain maybe. Oh my god, I like that guy from Ladakh. Hi, how are you doing? That guy. 200 food is enough for Escoffier. Actually, yes. You know why? Because alongside, let's say, even if you own 50-50, you need to win only one 50-50. Let's say, even if you lose one, you get some like star glitter, like yes, back, right? And if you get them, you can buy like some like fates, and also you will get more than that because Imaginarium City on the way. It's 800 primogems, maintenance 600 primogems, 5 fates. So yeah, let me just do some counts. If you have 200 fates at the moment, you definitely can get Skirk, you can get Escoffier, and actually you can get enough to get next character, like whatever you want, because so yeah, it's like that. It's like 800 from Imaginarium City, 600 from maintenance, plus we're going to get another 800, like it's 5 fates. Other than that, it's like 9 days left. It's about 540. So you get enough actually, you know? So yeah, it's about like 740, something like that.
We mercs have one.
So yeah, you will
rule.
say you saved, I would
Whoever
say. So
pays
yeah.
the most is your new boss.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I use mavuika team, but like yeah, like Lucas, you can you say me the whole 8 characters? I don't know like which mavuika team you talk about. So yeah, just say me like the full characters. We can do some adjustment because this this floor actually it's not so difficult. I mean like yeah, against these shields you need to use like either swirl or like use hydro pyro, something like that. Oh, hydro pyro, yes. You, by the way, you can use Dendro. Dendro can deals with both of them. Like yes, with Electro is bad, like good. Like Dendro deals with good with Electro, and sometimes somehow with Pyro. Okay, all right. So yeah, just a second. So you use like first is Sucrose, Mona, Ganyu, and Raidon. Why is that? Okay, let's do some adjustments. Second one is going to be like mavuika, xilonen, citlali. Yeah, second team is bad actually. Second team is actually bad. You know why? Let's do something like yeah. Go for Sucrose. Like what other DPS you have? Like which other DPS you have? Because you know why? Let's say, like if I'm not mistaken, we have ton of slimes here, which is like. Yeah, in this case, actually, you can use Nahida. You know which team you can use? You can use this one. If you have Nahida, you can use Nahida. You can go with Hydro, and you can go with Electro. That's true. But you know which one Electro? Like Elemental Mastery. Like let's try this team. It's kind of like Hyper Bloom team, by the way. For the second one, I would say yes, you can use mavuika, but you need to use maybe Lanyan. Use only one Hydro and like one Cryo, Lucas. What? Bennett team is bad because yeah, like you don't need so much damage. Mavuika can actually deals with Electro Shield, but when it comes to like just a second, let me check for first team. Ganyu, Mona. You can actually use Mona. Mona is actually not bad against shielders. Let's go like this one. Let's go Barbara. Oh yeah, you have Furina as well, right? Oh, you have Furina. So yeah, let's go like use Furina. You can go like Lucas, do you have like these characters? Can you tell me like at least some of them? Like you know, like a second team with xilonen. I would say you can rush red with like yeah, okay. If you want to use xilonen, but yeah, it's not a great option though. And I would say, okay, sorry, I got to go. Why would I watch this terms? Okay, like Lucas, no problem. Just give me the like list of the characters. We can do some adjustment. But yeah, you can use Rosa on the second half as well. It's actually not a bad option. No problem, Lucas. Okay, like let's do this one again. Somehow I like this team with Dia with tenacity. It's so cool.
You asked for it! Let's get it on! Controlled breathing! On! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Hey! Yeah!
Super fun to play. Okay, let me continue with that Chasca team again. Yeah, that team is great. Yeah, sorry guys. That team is actually not bad. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I didn't need to get used to that Arlecchino stuff, and yeah, I will be alright. Like, yeah, the Chasca stuff, and I will be alright.
Justice will prevail! Final warning! Start the... Witness my crimes. Laid bare.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Hands where I can see 'em! Drop your weapon! Stronger! My royalty... Stop right there!
Okay, bye bye, dreamers, bye bye.
Behold!
Everybody stand!
The gifts
Open
of
fire!
grace!
Open fire! You can't run! Let's light it up!
By holy proclamation!
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Teamwork is
The
dreamwork!
power
Yeah!
shall set you free!
Judgment! Shiver!
Hear ye the word of joy! Grace be upon you!
Why do they never met? Let's light it up!
Opened unto
Judgment! Everybody stand! Lights out! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let the world collide! Let's run! Open fire! Open fire! Locked on! Hold on to your hats. You can't run! Off we go! Yeah! Teamwork is true! Punishment! Judgment! Adventures! Yeah, you can't run! Yeah! Show me your trick! Ha! Open fire!
Hey Silent, how are you doing? Genshin, Escoffier, looks promising. Oh yeah, how do they look promising? Oh, mechanics. Oh, about that, like, you know, like let's say like that. I thought she is going to be not so, like, let's say kinda, she looks a little bit more better than I thought. If you like, let's say it's a like kinda like short answer to the to this topic. By the way, Silent, like, don't forget to use like 300 Primogem codes from the stream. If I'm not mistaken, you missed that stream, but yeah, they always give us like, yeah, Yoni, like you as well. Like, Yoni most likely like already did that. How they look promising? Alright, so yeah, let's... This one is... Oh yeah.
Odds reveal! Justice will prevail! Drop your weapon! Quick as a flash! My turn. This is
Actually, you know what?
Wings of Darkness! Final warning!
Control breathing.
Let's look!
Wish, mein Freund.
Stop right there! Justice will bring... Laid to bed. On for the final warning! On my mark!
Yeah, I lost a lot of HP, so... What codes? Oh, this is code for that. I already did the second they dropped. Huh? Oh yeah, okay. Like yeah, silence. The live stream codes. You can check description. Just check the description. You will see the codes. It's like 3 codes, or like by each 100 primogems and other stuff.
Shiver! I'm going in! Yoo-hoo! Take me up! Locked on! Open fire! Fire in the hole! Judgment!
Lights out.
Time to shine! Shower me with praise! Teamwork is dreamwork! Shiver! You can't run! Everybody stand back! Let my name echo in song!
Knock him down.
Yeah! Punishment! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Strike a pose! Let the world come on! Let's run!
Should have maybe save something. Oh well, it's just doesn't matter. If I skip for real, silent. Oh my god, like a whale in the whale in the room. We have a whale in the room. For real. For me, 300 primogems actually it's kind of okay. Oh yeah, they said like whale in the building. Yeah, my bad. Whale is in the building. By the way, so yeah, these codes still like they are available within like a couple days. Back then, by the way, it was only 20 hours. Was so bad, you know. Just imagine 20 hours and that's it. All right, so yeah, let's do this one. What? It's so crazy. We're like getting 12 5-star next version with only what? Well, it's so crazy. We're getting like 12 5-star next version with only 57 wishes. Well, I didn't get that. What? 12 5 stars version next version. Oh my bad, like that. No, they are still available. Oh yeah, they are available. Yes, silent. Like yeah, it's. Oh, by the way, yes. Like just a second. Yeah, like they are available. Just a second. Let me just. Like if you say that you miss that codes, you know you don't. They are available until 28. So yeah. So like silent, just I like say yeah. Codes are available until 12 5-star characters. Yes, 12 5-star characters. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean like yeah, we like within couple like updates like 5.7 and 8 or like 6, 8, 7 and 8, we're going to get 12 different characters. You mean that this one or what? No, like no need to be so lazy. Silent. It's actually 300 primogems. Why not? Like it's you still have time. I mean, you know why? Like free stuff always welcomes. You know, like yeah, it's kind of like.
Hands where I can see 'em. No, buckle up. Let's. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. Move! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Not gonna lie, but I like Verisa more and more and more because, like, you know why? She's super easy to use. Not gonna lie. I mean, like, in 5.6 we're getting 12 characters to choose. Oh, I mean, so yeah, like, yeah, now I got it. What silent is Sino? No, silent is not Sino. Silent is silent. I got it now. Crit damage, please, now. I got it now. So yeah, that's you mean Chronicle Wish as well. So that's true. I mean, like, you know why? Well, you know what? I would suggest you to skip that Chronicle if you ask me completely. Yoni, you know my opinion about Chronicle. I never suggest you to go for Chronicle because it's a little bit greedy. And it's like, yeah, it can cost you a lot of primogems for nothing, literally. Yes, next Chronicle Wish banner is actually crazy because we have no standard character within that banner. But, you know, like, Skirk and Escoffier looks way more promising, way more better, you know? Oh, yeah, like, yeah, we have same just skip and Constellation 6. No, I bought Constellation 6 for Skirk. I would say it's also not a great idea. You know why? Because, yeah, like... let's say, like, you know, like I remember the players who went Constellation 6 Wanderer, right? And the problem is, if I'm not mistaken, Wanderer was released at the end of the patch as well, like Arlecchino and like Skirk is going to be released. The point is, they might give us some replacement pretty, like, soon. This one is actually going to be...
Overruled! My royal decree! You asked for it! Drop your weapon! Control breathing! On my...
Commendable.
I even couldn't get, like... Come on, buddy. Just... Okay, my bad. Let me do it again. This one is actually extremely, like, yeah, it's possible, but yeah, extremely annoying. But for people who want to wish, it's so... Yes, that's true. Like, not only for Weapon 2 wants a wish. For new players, actually, this Chronicle Wish is just crazy. Because you know why? Instead of losing, like, your 50-50, you can get two great crazy characters. You know? So actually you can use... Let's, for example, like, yeah, it's actually crazy.
Let's move! Witness my...
Yes, I need to use that.
Overruled! Wings of darkness! You asked for it! Quick as a flash! On my...
I can finish it even only if I will.
Laid bare. By royal decree. Hands where I can see 'em. Control breathing. Start the... This is where we fall. Transfixed. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Okay, that's actually crazy. You know why? In this case, you need to use, since they are Hydro, you need to use different reaction to do the damage. They are crazy. Arlecchino C6 is pretty insane, if you ask me to. Yes, Silent, I know, like, I played Kino Constellation 6 in Imaginarum Sierra, and you know what? She is just insanely great. But the point is, literally all of the premium characters are kind of okay at Constellation 6. I use Chlorine Constellation 6 as well, and she is actually extremely powerful as well. The only reason I don't want to wish on it, it's because I don't want Ito Yomi. That's true. I really want Ayaka, Ayato, Kokomi, Chiori, Yaemiko. I mean, like, all of these characters, like, I would say Ayaka is okay and Kokomi is okay. All other characters is a waste. Ayato is a little bit low on damage. Yelan is better. We have Furina, we have Shinchu. Ayato is like strongly main DPS, and that's a problem. Chiori, yes, you know, like, Chiori is kind of like, yeah, you can skip. I like Chiori, but you know, at Constellation 0 I don't like her, let's say like that. About Yaemiko, Yaemiko has like pretty nasty animation on her skill and burst. That's why I skip her. Alright, so this one.
Judgment! Shiver! Teamwork is strict! Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song! Ha! Locked on! Bullseye! Locked on!
Hold on to your hats.
Lights out.
Let's light it up! Everybody step! Strike a pose!
Time to shine.
Locked on! Bullseye!
Knock him down.
You can't run! Hit! Shiver! I'm going in!
Shower me with praise.
Let my name echo in... Let's fly!
Please give me some love.
Bullseye! 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 Punishment! Teamwork is true!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine.
Take me up! Bullseye! Locked on! Fire in the hole! Shiver! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Strike a pose! Let the world collide! Ha! Bullseye! Open fire!
So it's kind of okay team, not bad. But mainly Ayaka, Ayato, Chiori. I really want those three. So that Chiori considering it does easy 8k with her skill for real. I mean, like, I don't have Chiori, but yeah, if she does like 80k with skill, it's actually crazy, not gonna lie. I mostly use, oh yeah, by the way, about the team I told you, like, with, let me try. Oh, it's a shame Chiori is locked behind. Yeah, that's a problem. The only problem I don't like like you can use geo constructions, you know, like, but yeah, it's just. I just like, yeah, you know, you told me like couple times 12 characters, 12 characters. I'm like, what are you like really talking about? 12 characters? We're not going to get like 12 characters. But yeah, that's true. 8 from like Chronicle Wish and 4 from the banners. That's true. So that's actually, yes, I didn't realize that. So yeah, they will give us like just like 80, like 8 or 80, I'm 80, 57 or let's say 60 pulls, right? And only like, yeah. Just
Headbutt! Kapow! You asked for it! Stop right there! Let's get it on!
Quick as a flash.
Let's... Kapow! It's just 6 o'clock! Yeah! Yeah!
Ayato and Ayaka love those simulant and Chiori characters is cool. Yes, that's true. Like, yeah, like I just realized that, yes, it's 12 characters. That's true. Crit damage, please. Okay, defense. Okay. I still got something. Okay, let's do summarize, and let's check what I got. And by the way, we are not so far away from like Escoffier, or like I would maybe suggest, if you like, as you know, guys, Escoffier benefits from Golden Troop and like Blizzard set, both of them. So you can use any of them. Okay, so yeah, I need Noblesse. Maybe, you know, like now, this time let's do Golden Troop. Because, yeah, why not? Maybe I will be lucky enough. It has some potential though. It's attack sense. Okay, I will keep it, maybe. Okay. Not this time. Yeah. Damn, bro. That was brutal. Also, what with weapon, it's like, yeah, with weapon it's just crazy. That's true. 24. But because you know why? Weapons actually not bad, if you ask me. The problem is, yeah, I will keep it. This one is, I will keep it as well. Yeah, let's try this one. Circle it. Let's try first this one. Maybe I can get crit rate. Okay. And this time. I want to build up to the end this one. Let's do it, and maybe that's it, because you know why? If I get like attack or crit rate, it will be upgrade for my Verisa. Oh, this time I saved like this little one, so yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, attack is okay. You know why? Just a second.
My peep.
And I should get more damage. Because at the moment I use that like this artifact, which is 3.5 crit rate and no attack whatsoever. But like, yeah, and energy recharge, but I don't need energy recharge so much, so this one would be upgrade, I say, you know. How much energy recharge? 110 is more than enough. You see, I should get more damage actually. Let's give it a try. Let's do some tests. Can you show your future F? Oh, my future F. You know why? Unfortunately, Yoni, my future F doesn't exist. But you know what? We can. I still have time. Let's build my future Effie. It's actually not a bad idea. You know what's the problem with my Effie? I don't have enough great artifacts. Okay, so yeah. As you know, guys, so yeah, for Escoffier you need like attack. Maybe I will use something like this. I mean, like, I have attack. You need to use like either energy recharge, attack. Oh, okay, let's just build. So yeah, we need attack percentage, we need crit damage, crit rate. What? Oh, cryo damage bonus. You can use cryo damage bonus as well, actually. But yeah, let's go Escoffier attack. Attack. And yes, like something like, oh no. Yeah, let's try this one. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Okay. We can actually get something, you know? Because I can actually avoid using any crit rate. I don't need crit rate so much, but this piece is crazy. This piece is okay because 12. This one is okay as well. Alright, so yeah, let's build. Let's like give this one. So yeah, I need like crit damage, crit rate. No. Something like that. Just a second. Okay. It's going to be crit damage, energy recharge, crit rate. Yeah, let's put this one. This one is going to be crit rate. Crit rate, crit damage, energy. No. Yes, something like that. Yeah, just a second. Oh, this one is okay. So yeah. Oh no, crit rate for Escoffier. Yeah, build future. Oh, good night, thank you. Good night. Specific question: do you have like the 2-star berserker? Oh, 2-star? No, 2-star berserker piece. No, but I heard about that. They're super rare, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So yeah, I heard about that. No, I don't have them. That's like pretty rare artifacts. You know why? I melt all of the artifacts I get. So yeah, 2-star berserker, if I'm not mistaken, it's super rare artifacts in this game. Like, you know what? She's a polearm, right? She's polearm. What is that, pieces? I mean, I don't know what is that. Maybe it's for it's, if I'm not mistaken, this one is like, let's build polearm. Just a second. Just a second, guys. If I'm not mistaken, I built this one for Petra Xilonen. That is super annoying. That is really, really super annoying. Alright, so yeah, we're ready to go. Let's assume I'm going to use this weapon. So yeah, this one. So this 6. So what? What's that sound? There's only one. Yeah, that's it's super rare. If I'm not mistaken, I melt that silent. I melt, but I heard about that. It's so yeah. I have a ton of energy recharge. Oh, it's. Let me just check something. Let me check like what Candice has as a passive. Oh, she has HP. So yeah, we're okay. She has HP. So yeah. Why we have so much energy recharge though? We already took 15. Oh, I put energy recharge on her. That's why. My bad. I need attack one. Yeah, I need this one. Oh yeah, now it's reasonable. So yeah, 30. Okay, next one is going to be like, let's use crit damage one. You know why? Crit damage, energy recharge, crit rate, because we are actually okay. Yeah, this one is okay. And let's use like attack goblet. It's going to be attack. Again, crit damage and energy recharge. This one is actually crazy. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. So the point is, like 47 plus 90, just a second. 47 plus 0.6 plus 90, 19.2. It's going to be 66.8, 175, and 180. It's actually a lot of energy recharge. Yeah. Now it's like way better. Let's do some additional. It's like, I assume that actually no, Yoni, like this. Yoni, so yeah, build is going to be like this. I assume that 180 is okay, but no, we need less than that. We need a little bit less. Wait, how much energy? You know, about energy recharge. You know, it depends. If you use another cryo, like Ayaka, it's actually not a bad battery. You can go about like 170, 180, something like that is more than enough. So this build is actually okay. And plus 90, just a second, 54.6 plus 90.2. So yeah, crit rate in like overall is going to be 73.8 and 179, it's actually good, and like energy recharge. So yeah, where's this polar? So like that. I can switch again this one. Just a second. Let me check if I have like better one. It's going to be like crit damage, and that's it. I don't need like, let's say like, yeah, I don't need energy recharge so much, right? In this case, build is going to be like this. No, this one was better. Oh. Oh my gosh, this one is way more better. I can use this one. Oh yeah, it's the Chevreuse piece actually, right? Anyway, I can use this one. Let's just a second. Just a second. Lion, as you know, needs attack and energy recharge. And she doesn't. Okay, let me switch to this one. And yeah, like just a second. Yeah, maybe that's the final build. Something like that. It's not a bad. You know why? Because it's going to be 51.5 plus 90.2. So yeah, 70 like crit rate, 190, 189 and 182. It's actually cool. And let me show you the scent. So yeah, it's with golden troop. So I gotta go, my bank called me for something. Oh, no problem, Silence. Thanks for joining. I only have 180 energy recharge. Oh, Yoni, you know, like, yeah, unfortunately you need a lot, maybe more than that. I mean, like, I would say the bare minimum is about like 140, I would say, but it still depends. I will use like this build, so yeah. And by the way, you know what? I can do some adjustment because like I have a lot of, like, maybe if I get a proper flower, I can use it. I don't want to use this attack because this one for like, yeah, this is for my Arlecchino. That's Arlecchino piece actually. But yeah, my Arlecchino is okay because you know what? Recently I changed my Arlecchino build a little bit. Let me show you what I did. Actually now, if I need to switch from EM to like from Elemental Mastery, from Vape and Mail to Overloaded, I just switch one piece. Oh, she was on Elemental Mastery. I have this attack. No, like, not this attack. Like this attack. So I just do some switch. That's it. Oh, she was on EM. I forgot about that. Okay. So I would say it's not a bad build. I need to start farming like golden troop. You know what? Actually, like I would say, if you already like if you have good pieces for Skirk, as you know, Skirk is going to be released like in a 50 days. It's a long time to go, but Escoffier is around on the corner. That's why I would say yes, it's better to go golden troop if you don't have enough. But keep that in mind. You also can use a Blizzard set, which is actually great set for Escoffier. You can use like this set. Let me check if I have enough good pieces. If I'm not mistaken, I have good pieces. I don't want to touch my Ayaka though. So yeah, you see, like I have some. Yes, that's cool. So yeah, I have some replacement. This one. Yes, I have some. Another one, actually not a bad piece. So I have something to replace. Attack one. Unfortunately, yes, the only attack I have is this one. But yeah, we can, maybe I have attack like, oh yeah, I have attack here. So yeah, maybe I can do some Blizzard like build as well. No, I can't. Unfortunately, only one crit damage. Unfortunately. But yes, let's say if I get Skirk, I can replace this one. But yeah, I would say like Golden Troop is not a bad option. I mean, Golden Troop, if you freeze the enemies, why Blizzard set is good? With Blizzard set, actually, you can completely ignore crit rate. Because Blizzard set, as you know, like, yeah, it gives you cryo damage bonus. And also, when a character attacks an opponent affected by cryo, their crit rate increase by 20. If the opponent is frozen, crit rate increase by more 20%. So you get free 20% like always, you know? Because affected by cryo, you're going to use like only cryo and hydra teams, so you definitely will get at least 20. Alright, so yeah guys, this is it for today. Maybe I will do, by the way, if you want me to, I will do short video about my future Escoffier build. It's not a bad idea, by the way, so yeah, I will do like video about that. But yeah, still, I can like maybe do some adjustment to this flower. Let me check if I get like something like that. No, I don't have like, it's like I don't have so many crit rate, crit damage pieces. I mean like, yeah, balance pieces. Oh. Oh, another one. Actually, this one is great piece for, maybe, you know what? I have a bad idea actually. I have a bad idea. Maybe we should build this one. I cannot sacrifice all of this because it's crit rate. It's just crazy. This one is crit rate as well. This one is okay. There's a great chance to get something bad actually, you know? But at the same time, let me think a little bit. Let me think, like this one is... You know what, let me do it tomorrow. So yeah, I have this piece, maybe I will be lucky enough to level this up. Yeah, would be nice. Alright guys, so yeah, this is it for today. I will be online tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, my bad. I will be online on Monday. So yeah, tomorrow is a Sunday, so yeah, I will be online on Monday. Feel free to join, we'll see, maybe we'll get some news. By the way, like on April 30th, it's like in a couple days, we should get maybe second Lazo, or like, as you know, like Lazo, first video was introduced on July 11th, 2022. Yeah, maybe we'll get another Lazo video, we'll see. Okay guys, so yeah, thanks for joining once again, and bye bye guys, bye bye.
Should I choose?
I will make it better.